It's the News 5 Sports Game Night Live pregame show with PJ Johnson and Casey Getz. The pregame show is sponsored by Southern Classic Auto Wash and Lube.
From high above Kermit-Tipton Stadium in Johnson City, Tennessee, it's live high school football. Hello, everyone. I'm P.J. Johnson. You know, it's been said that a high school football coach can influence more kids in a year than the rest of us can influence an entire lifetime. And that's one of the reasons we're here tonight, Casey, because this is an excellent chance to showcase our high school athletes.
It really is. And what better way to do this with the two biggest schools in our region, Science Hill and Dobyns Bennett. This great rivalry goes all the way back to the 1920s, P.J.
It really does. You know, both teams have been a little shaky at times this year. The toppers are 1-1, DB's 0-2. But when you look at it a little bit closer, you get a little bit different answer, don't you?
Absolutely. For Dobyns Bennett, they played Greenville, who won a state title last year, and Oak Ridge, who went to the Class 5 semifinals. Meanwhile, Science Hill played Elizabeth and lost by 2 points, and they beat Ooltewah, who head coach Stacy Carter said is the fastest team they'll see all year. Yeah. Beat them by 1 point here last week.
They certainly did. As far as tonight goes, it's a cliche, but it's really true. Just throw their records out the window because these two guys have been playing for a long time.
They have, and this is the first conference game of the year as well, so both teams kind of reset and say we're 0-0 because this is the first conference game of the year.
Certainly is. Now, one thing that we've had our eye on is the weather, because earlier today we had a little thunderstorm come through about 3:30 or 4 o'clock. So for the latest weather, let's go to our good buddy Dave Dirks back in Storm Track land. Dave.
Hey guys, I like what I see too. I see some sunshine beating down on you guys, and we look live now from Bank of Tennessee and Johnson City down in North State of Franklin. Some shadows, definitely some sunshine. Temperatures quite warm, a little bit muggy out there with 76 degrees the current temperature. Here's Power 5 Doppler radar. There's Science Hill zooming in tight to Johnson City. We'll pull back a little bit. You can see the showers have basically dissipated across northeast Tennessee, and looking upstream where showers will be coming in from the south to north, nothing is heading our way. So here's the forecast as we go through the evening. 76 degrees right now, 72 at 9 p.m., 11 p.m. temperature of 70. And right now, I'd say let's play ball.
You know, I can't believe it's been 9 years since Stacy Carter decided to leave Sullivan South and move to Science Hill. And I remember going to Stacy's house when he announced he was going to make the move, and we had a long talk about it. And he told me he thought that Science Hill offered everything that he was looking for to advance his career. And he thought he could really win big here, and he's been right, Casey.
He has. When he took over Science Hill, they were an average program, and he's really turned them into one of the better programs in East Tennessee. Earlier this week, we sat down with Coach Carter to go one-on-one.
I think it's all worth it in everything that, you know, the successes that we've had. And I think the program that we've built, and like say with a lot of people, the community, to everybody. It's not, I just want to think it's not just the coaches or the players. It has took everybody to be successful here, and it's definitely worth it, but it was a lot of hard work for sure.
When you hear Science Hill, Dobyns Bennett, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
The great tradition that Dobyns Bennett have, and we have also, and it just doesn't get any better than that. It's just really fun playing this game. It really is. It's great for the kids. It's great for both communities to get out and get after each other, and I just think it's great for the Tri-Cities.
When you came here, you were in the middle of that long losing streak Science Hill was, and I'm sure with Dobyns Bennett was that measuring stick that if you wanted to be the best team in Northeast Tennessee at some point, you were going to have to beat Dobyns Bennett. Now it's kind of flipping. You guys have won the last several meetings.
They were the measuring stick, you know, and then for them beating us so long, there was a mental thing going on there that we had to overcome, not just as players, but coaches and even our whole city, the whole community. So to get that monkey off her back was a big deal.
Growing up in the Kingsport area like you did, do you have a first memory of Dobyns Bennett? Probably not a positive memory, but do you have one?
Absolutely. You know, Dobyns Bennett, I grew up, I went to Sullivan South. My family went to the old Sullivan and Sullivan West. So, you know, there was always big rivalry there. And, you know, it's always kind of, we were the little county school, they were the big city school. And there was a lot of animosity for that. So not just me, but you heard it through the whole family. I mean, it was always Dobyns Bennett this, Dobyns Bennett that. You know, the community was really got into it. That's my first memory of it. And then I come over here at Science Hill, and it's the exact same thing, and it just kind of continue that, because it's kind of been I guess, I'm not saying enemy, but it's been a big deal for me my whole life to play Dobyns Bennett.
Coach, as the two largest schools in the area, do you feel like the spotlight is almost always on either Science Hill or Dobyns Bennett?
if you're at Science Hill and Dobyns Bennett, you know, people do watch what you do and how you play. And, you know, when you come in and lose a game that you shouldn't lose, like we did a couple weeks ago, people are watching. And it's a good place to be in as long as you're doing the right thing and you're winning. But when you lose, you get attention on that also.
For the first time since you've been here, you're going to look across the other sidelines and not see Graham Clark. What is that going to be like, not seeing him on the other sidelines?
Well, you know, it's different. It's going to be different for me personally because, you know, Graham I'm great friends with him, respect him. You know, he's a dear friend to me, and not seeing him there and not competing against him, which what a great competitor he's always been. It's going to be different. But you know, Joe's always been there too. Joey's always been there, and he's a great competitor also. So he'll be ready to go. He'll have his team ready to go. But it will be different without Graham.
Coaches always say taking it one game at a time, but is this game different?
Yeah, it's different, and the kids know it's different. This game is important, and they know that. And I mean, you can't sit there and say, "Hey, this game's no different." It's Dobyns Bennett, Science Hill. It's a big game. It's a big game for the coaches. It's a big game for the community. It's a big game for the players, and it's just a big game for both cities.
PJ, it's very clear that Stacey Carter is someone who embraced the expectations that come with a job like this, and he's taking Science Hill to new heights.
He's also pretty good friends with a guy across the field tonight, Joey Christian. We'll talk to him when we return. You're watching live high school football on News 5.
At Hilltop Auto Parts, bring your junk cars or scrap metal and get top pay. We buy core batteries and aluminum wheels. We're Kingsport's only car crushers and pull your own parts center. We sell used campers, saving you money, paying you money. Hilltop Auto Parts, next to Kingsport Speedway.
Born on a mountaintop in Tennessee, raised in the hills of a hickory tree, killed his first bug when he was only 3, and the last bug I saw said he's after me. Leo Carrier, king of the bug frontier.
I'm so glad Pal's Barbie dog is back.
You and me both.
I like it with slaw.
I like mine without.
Pass me that tea.
Sure.
Pal's one-handed Barbie dog is back for a limited time. Delicious pulled pork barbecue wrapped in a hot dog bun. Pal's, great food in a flash.
Head straight to Toyota of Kingsport,
where you can take advantage of some of the biggest discounts ever on new Toyotas.
Save $1,500 on new Corollas, $1,750 on new Highlanders, and $2,500 on new RAV4s.
Toyota of Kingsport, where saving people money is a Hill family tradition.
Monkeys has all the looks you'll love. Monkeys has a great selection of styles and sizes for all ages and in all price ranges. Follow Monkeys in Johnson City on Instagram and Facebook to see our latest styles.
J&J Auto Sales isn't your ordinary buy here, pay here dealership. Why? Because J&J Auto Sales has no credit checks and Kingsport's biggest selection of buy here, pay here cars, trucks, even campers and boats. Check us out at usedcarkingsport.com or on the John B. Dennis Highway across from Pal's.
You know, it's no easy task replacing a coach like Graham Clark. If you worked in the business any time at all, you probably got a Graham Clark quote somewhere down the line that you love. And I always love even Betty Crocker burns a cake every now and then. For 25 years, he roamed the sidelines at DB until this year, and he decided to hang it up, and they promoted longtime assistant Joey Christian.
Yeah, Joey Christian, assistant for 15 years under Graham Clark at Dobyns Bennett, working mostly with the offensive line. Even though he's a grinder, likes the 3 yards and the cloud of dust mentality, he knows this rivalry inside and out. He can't wait for his shot to take on the Toppers tonight.
Oh, you know, it's everything to the two communities that we have and everything. But, you know, to me as a coach and to us as coaches, you know, we always knew it was a special game. We always held it in high regard. And this is no different, and records never mattered.
15 years in the assistant, every assistant coach always goes, man, I can't wait to be a head coach. Now you're a head coach. Is the view a lot different?
Oh, it's a lot different. It's a whole lot different. You don't look through it, look at the program through one set of eyes. You're using many different sets of eyes. It's been a real change and everything. Now, you know, of course, I knew the time would be different, but you know, as an offensive line coach before, there's really honestly, probably 5-6 years, I never even looked at our defense. I didn't look at them on Friday nights, and then when we would watch film, I didn't look at them after the game. I just let the defensive coaches do what they do, and I just was solely working on the offensive line and things that the offense done. Now, you got a lot more hats to wear, and then I do all of our special teams here, so it's a whole lot more stuff now.
How do you think this rivalry will be any different now, moving over having the headset on now as the head coach for the first time in the Science Hill rivalry?
Oh, I don't think it'll be any different. Nobody, listen, I've known Coach Carter for many years. We, our dads worked together here in town for many years. I've known him for gosh, probably 20 years, over 20 years. It's not about us, who's the coaches and whatnot. That don't matter. It's still about the kids.
Last year, you lost to Science Hill. You still come back and win the conference, though. So even though 0-2, but is it still, hey, this is an important game? But what's kind of knowing that no matter what happens Friday, there's still a lot of season left after Friday night.
That's what you preach all the time. If we were 2-0 or if we were 0-2, you have to preach the next game. You have to preach, take it one at a time. And we knew we played two very good opponents the first 2 weeks season, defending 4A state champion and 5A semifinalist last year. And I saw nothing in those two teams that changed my mind that 18 will be different than 17 for those guys. But yeah, it's a way for us. Like I said, all of our goals are still in front of us, and we feel like that it is a way or a chance to restart our season and kind of we can start anew from there.
Coach Carter admitted that he's concerned about experience on his side of the ball, but you look at your side, you got Redwine and Hicks, two seniors in the backfield. Mm-hmm. That has to be encouraging.
Well, it is, and we have to rally around them and the experience that they have. That's comforting that Coach Carter thinks he doesn't have experience, but we've got a lot of inexperience around those guys. We basically had 0 guys that had caught a pass. Ian is our coming into the season was our top returning receiver that we had. So it's been new for a lot of guys for us out on the perimeter.
A lot of times coaches like to say it's just another Friday night, every game's the same, but is this really another game or is this a little extra, this rivalry?
Well, I mean, it's extra to the kids and it's extra, but as a coach, I think you just gotta put the blinders on, and you do look at it just like any other game. There's only so many hours in the week that you can prepare, and I can assure you that our coaches prepare on every one of those hours. And so, we treat it like just another game. It's just it's our first conference game.
As the two largest schools in the Tri-Cities area, the spotlight is often on one school or the other. Mm-hmm. Is that okay with you?
That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. Science Hill and Dobyns Bennett, it should be that the spotlight's on us, and we accept that. We know that, and we're definitely okay with that.
I was going to say, somebody's got to pick a winner, Casey. That's a job for you and your crew.
Yeah, Prep Picks crew, we're going to pick the winners of this game and all the other big games around the area coming up right after this.
Remember, our pregame show has been brought to you by Southern Classic Auto Wash and Lube, and that's the Sky 5 drone high above Steve Spurrier Field, sponsored by Food City tonight. You're watching live high school football on News 5.
Welcome to Associated Orthopedics of Kingsport, the premier orthopedic group in the Tri-Cities since 1953. Our address may have changed, but our quality care remains the same. Associated Orthopedics physicians place a special emphasis on technique, education, and patient care. Come visit our walk-in clinic Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m., and one of our 3 physician assistants will always be available to assist you. Associated Orthopedics of Kingsport, located on 430 West Ravine Road. We'll be here when you need us.
You said it, Tucker. FriendshipCars.com has a deal for everyone. Save on over 2,000 cars and trucks. All your favorite brands: Ford, Hyundai, Volvo, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Honda, Nissan, Indian Motorcycles, and Polaris Off-Road. All including a lifetime warranty and express checkout for easy online buying. Hurry in now or visit FriendshipCars.com.
We're dealing! For almost 25 years, Lexus of Kingsport has sold the highest quality luxury automobiles and provided award-winning service to our customers.
And when you buy from Lexus of Kingsport, we'll continue to provide free pickup and delivery when your vehicle is due for service.
Lexus of Kingsport.
Do you have cleanup work or firewood to chop? The RTV X900 is the modern workhorse for you. Easily maneuver over extreme terrain with Kubota's independent rear suspension and standard skid plates. Don't worry about power with Kubota. A shaft drive transmission and torque-filled Kubota diesel engine will trample your daily chores.
I'm William Jones. Come test drive an RTV today at Johnson City Kubota. With over 20 in stock, we'll find the right workhorse for you.
Friends, our #1 job this Labor Day weekend here at Toyota Kingsport is to put you in a new Toyota for less.
Save $1,500 on new Corollas, $1,750 on new Highlanders, and $2,500 on new RAV4s.
Toyota of Kingsport, where saving people money is a Hill family tradition.
Dobyns Bennett High School. These two rivals have been playing for nearly a century, Casey.
And you better believe every week we make predictions. The Prep Picks crew, myself, Heather Williams, and Steve Wilmuth of ESPN Tri-Cities and TriCitiesSports.com. We go out on the limb, make some predictions. Who's going to win the big game? And you better believe this game made the cut this week. Welcome in to another episode of Prep Picks. Casey Getz alongside Heather Williams and Steve Wilmuth of ESPN Tri-Cities, TriCitiesSports.com. It's 1 week, but Steve, perfect so far in the season.
5-0, baby.
Heather, we're going to start with you in Southwest Virginia. John Battle travels to Bristol. Not a very far road trip, but they'll be down there to take on Virginia High.
Yeah, kind of a Virginia side of the Bristol state line, bragging rights. From what I saw in week 1, I think that Virginia High is a little bit further along in the process than John Battle is.
Virginia High, they start their season with the kickoff return for a touchdown, scored later defensively, held on against Tazewell. Just think Bearcats have too much for the Trojans this week.
We'll make it a clean sweep. I'll take Virginia High in their home opener to go to 2. And okay, Steve, it's the team, the fan base that loves you more than any other. Union, the Bears on the road at Richlands, one of the best rivalries in Southwest Virginia.
Well, hello, Union. You've been waiting with bated breath all summer long for this first pick. Bear fans, gather the children, call the neighbors, get the DVR rolling. Richlands wins over Union.
Yeah, and here's the disappointing thing. I think I'm going to have to agree with you. Just purely based on experience, Richlands really didn't lose much of anything from last year. They were a really young team. It hurts my heart. I'm sorry, Union fans. I'm going to have to agree with Steve.
You don't hurt this week.
We're not going to make it a clean sweep here. Union, I got you. I'm going to take you on the road. All right, now let's go to Northeast Tennessee, Steve. David Crockett, 2-0. They're hosting Volunteer.
Yeah, Pioneer's one of the most impressive teams thus far out of the gate. Only allowed 14 points on defense. Meanwhile, Volunteer allowed 59 points to Sullivan South and those playmakers of the Rebels last week. I think Crockett's playmakers may be a little better. I think it's going to be a long night for Volunteer. Crockett goes to 3-0.
I love Volunteer. I think they're a much improved team from this year. I don't think they're that much improved, though. I'm also going to have to go with Crockett.
Hayden Shanley, early coach of the year, running what he's done. David Crockett, I think they go to 3-0. Heather in Bristol on the Tennessee side, Tennessee High hosting Daniel Boone in a battle of unbeatens.
Yeah, when you look at just the records and the teams, this might be the best game of the week matchup-wise. I love both these teams. They've both looked really impressive. I'm going to go with Boone, though.
Yeah, I'm going to go the other direction. I'm going to go with the Vikings. I like that defense. Only allowed 4 first downs and less than 50 total yards last week. Cole McBrayer, 5 touchdown passes in the first half alone, 4 to different receivers.
I'm going to go with Heather and take Daniel Boone on the road behind Charlie Cole. And finally, Steve, Dobyns Bennett trying to get their first win of the season in Johnson City against Science Hill.
India's still trying to identify playmakers on the outside. Just too much inexperience out there. Defensively, Dobyns Bennett struggled against the athletes of both Oak Ridge and Greenville. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna get crucified in Kingsport for this one. But folks, I'm in it to win it this year on Prep Picks. I've got to go with the proper analysis, and this one calls for a Science Hill win.
I can't, I'm stunned. I don't even know what to say after that, except for to agree with you. I love this Dobyns Bennett team. I think they're going to be a lot like last year, where they're going to be playing really good football at the end of the year, but I don't think they're quite there yet, so I'm going to go Science Hill.
I do think Science Hill wins, but maybe a little bit closer than some people think. We'll make it a clean sweep, take the Hilltoppers. Well, Steve and Heather, thank you very much for joining me. You can check out all your scores and highlights on Friday Night Huddle. All right, so these two teams we've talked about played for almost 100 years. When we come back, we're going to take a deep dive into the numbers behind this great series.
You still have time to change your pick.
No, I'm staying with my...
Our pregame show is brought to you by Southern Classic Auto Wash and Lube. And also, we'd like to thank the folks at Food City for sponsoring Sky 5, our drone, high in the sky tonight. You're watching live high school football on News 5.
Don't hide it. We know that sometimes emotions just get the better of you, especially at the Honda Summer Spectacular event. And we know getting a deal on the Honda Civic, a 2018 KBB.com Best Buy, can be quite liberating, especially when this stylish Honda Civic comes with Sport Mode.
Yes! Yes!
Express what you're feeling at the Honda Summer Spectacular event.
I'm happy you're happy.
Visit your local Honda dealer and test drive the Honda Civic today.
Sinus infection, sneezing, runny nose, and allergies keeping you inside? Don't let that hold you back. Take control and enjoy the great outdoors with customized sinus remedies from Anderson Compounding Pharmacy. Anderson's personalized nasal solutions deliver sinus relief directly where you need it. Breathe easier and leave sinus misery behind with customized sinus solutions from Anderson Compounding Pharmacy. In stores, online, or by phone.
Celebrate Labor Day with Kaiser Furniture and receive up to $400 off your total purchase, or take up to 4 years to pay with no interest. Kaiser Furniture has everything you need to furnish every room in your home. And with free design services, the best quality, the largest selection, and always the very best prices, why go anywhere else? It's the Labor Day sales event going on now. Kaiser Furniture, Main Street, Abingdon.
Love of beauty is taste. The creation of beauty is art. The Plastic Surgery Center of East Tennessee, the office of Dr. Gregory Pastrick, maintain the highest standards of quality and excellence. With years of experience, proven ability, and success, Dr. Pastrick provides his patients with guidance and treatment options to help you achieve the look you desire at any age. The Plastic Surgery Center of East Tennessee is the Tri-City's premier cosmetic facility.
If there was ever a game, Casey, that begged for a stat sheet, this is the game.
And fortunately for us, DB historian Tom Price gave us some great nuggets to dive into, and we did just that. Take a look at some of these numbers. This will be the 97th meeting between these two schools. Dobyns Bennett leads the series 62 to 29 to 5. 97 meetings. That means it goes way back. The first game in this series was October 22nd, 1921. That was between Kingsport High and Johnson City.
Wow, Kingsport and Johnson City.
The first game between Dobyns Bennett and Science Hill was back in 1968. Now here's some other numbers from this series. The longest winning streak, PJ, 19. That was from Dobyns Bennett from 1995 to 2012.
Yeah, I remember many of those games, Casey. They were certainly dominant.
I was at the game when Science Hill ended that streak in 2013. The longest winning streak for Science Hill was 6 from 61 to 70. You might be like, well, how could that be 6? Well, they did not play from 63 to 66 4 years in a row. These two teams did not play. And also currently Science Hill has a 6-game winning streak. This is the first time these two teams have played in August since 1977. And if you're a DB fan, you're like this. The Indians are 3-0 in the month of August against Science Hill.
You wanted nuggets? That's a good nugget.
Yes.
Well, when we come back, we're going to take a look at some of the keys to victory, and we're going to get you set for kickoff.
Can't wait. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, hun, how's it going?
Great, great. Just gave this baby a wax job. She's smooth as silk.
Looking good. I just got a wax job today, too.
You did?
Smooth as silk. I'll be inside.
Honey.
Sugar Mama Waxing and Beauty Studio. Professional Brazilian waxing, because smooth is sexy. For all our beauty services, log on to sugarmamawaxing.com.
Head straight to Toyota of Kingsport,
where you can take advantage of some of the biggest discounts ever on new Toyotas.
Save $1,500 on new Corollas, $1,750 on new Highlanders, and $2,500 on new RAV4s.
Toyota of Kingsport, where saving people money is a Hill family tradition.
Love of beauty is taste. The creation of beauty is art. The Plastic Surgery Center of East Tennessee, the office of Dr. Gregory Pastrick, maintain the highest standards of quality and excellence. With years of experience, proven ability, and success, Dr. Pastrick provides his patients with guidance and treatment options to help you achieve the look you desire at any age. The Plastic Surgery Center of East Tennessee is the Tri-City's premier cosmetic facility.
For almost 25 years, Lexus of Kingsport has sold the highest quality luxury automobiles and provided award-winning service to our customers.
And when you buy from Lexus of Kingsport, we'll continue to provide free pickup and delivery when your vehicle is due for service.
Lexus of Kingsport.
At iGo Technology, we take you where you want to go, and we make it easy to get you there. We offer high-speed wireless internet at an affordable price. With iGo, enjoy unlimited data at the speed of your choice. Our service isn't address-based, so you can stay connected outdoors, even on the lake. Wherever you're searching, liking, streaming, or gaming, let us take you where you want to go. Call 866-935-8307 to get connected today.
Time to figure out who's going to win this thing. Let's look at some of the keys to victory. Let's start with Dobyns Bennett, Casey.
All right, PJ, first of all, it's to be run the ball effectively. They do that. They shorten the clock, keep Science Hill possessions to a minimum. Number two is create turnovers. Through 2 games, they have created 0 turnovers, has Dobyns Bennett. They need to create some turnovers tonight if they want to pull the upset here over Science Hill. And number 3 is start fast. When you're 0-2, there's that whole success and confidence thing. How can you have success if you don't win? So that's going to be something for Dobyns Bennett. Now for Science Hill, you want to ride the offensive line, avoid turnovers if you're the toppers. You don't want to give the underdog any extra possessions. And then finally is solid special teams, PJ.
Well, we really kind of believe, and after we talked to both coaches, they both feel like if they hold on to the ball, it's going to be a close game. But if somebody's sloppy, it could get out of hand.
Yeah, and Dobyns Bennett has not created a turnover, so they're going to have to do that tonight. But the teams are coming out in the field, PJ. We're almost ready for kickoff.
We certainly are. We'd like to thank all our sponsors tonight, including Chance Scott Kia, who is sponsoring our Facebook page. They are showing this broadcast on Facebook tonight as well as online at WCYB.com. And we're ready for kickoff, and that's what we're going to do. We'll get you ready for the game when we come back. You're watching live high school football on News 5.
The final days of my summer sales event are here. This is your last chance to buy a new 4-wheel drive F-150 for as little as $26,900. I've got Escapes priced as low as $18,900, and they all come with a lifetime warranty and a complimentary service when you get them at Johnson City Ford.
The Labor Day mattress event has begun. The mattress experts at Kaiser Furniture have been helping customers select the right mattress for over 60 years. We carry the top brands such as Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Sealy, Simmons, and more, all at the guaranteed lowest prices. Get your best night's sleep with the new Serta iComfort mattress and receive a free box spring, free delivery, and up to 5 years free financing. Hurry, the Labor Day mattress event is available for a limited time and only at Kaiser Furniture, Main Street, Abingdon.
During the final days of the National Clearance Event at Johnson City Toyota, you can save up to $7,000 on new Toyotas. Highlanders are discounted at least $3,400. Hey, we even have bonus cash available, so hurry. These deals end September 4th.
Love of beauty is taste. The creation of beauty is art. The Plastic Surgery Center of East Tennessee, the office of Dr. Gregory Pastrick, maintain the highest standards of quality and excellence. With years of experience, proven ability, and success, Dr. Pastrick provides his patients with guidance and treatment options to help you achieve the look you desire at any age. The Plastic Surgery Center of East Tennessee is the Tri-City's premier cosmetic facility.
Are you kidding me? Seriously?
No matter how many times your car gets dirty, unlimited wash packages are available at Southern Classic Auto Wash. Better and faster.
For almost 25 years, Lexus of Kingsport has sold the highest quality luxury automobiles and provided award-winning service to our customers.
And when you buy from Lexus of Kingsport, we'll continue to provide free pickup and delivery when your vehicle is due for service.
Lexus of Kingsport.
The Tri-Cities CW.
High above Kermit Tipton Stadium, it's high school football live on News 5. Hello, everyone. You're watching the Sky 5 drone from high above Steve Spurrier Field, brought to you tonight by Food City. I'm PJ Johnson along with Casey Getz. And Casey, we're ready for this old rivalry.
We are. Dobyns Bennett won the coin toss, PJ. They deferred to the second half. We talked to head coach Joey Christian of Dobyns Bennett, and he said he's like Bill Belichick. He wants to steal that extra possession. He feels if you get the ball at the end of the first half and can score, you get the ball at the beginning of the second half. So that's what he's hoping tonight. DB will kick off to start the game. And,
of course, when Science Hill gets the ball, Casey, A.J. Stewart will be under center, a dynamic performer at quarterback. He can do a little bit of everything.
This will be his third career start for Science Hill, and is the tradition of late. All the quarterbacks were number 11.
So as we get ready for the kickoff.
It's News 5 Sports Game Night Live with host PJ Johnson and Casey Getz. Tonight, the Dobyns Bennett Indians take on the Science Hill Hilltoppers. Game Night is sponsored by Champion Chevrolet and Food City.
And welcome back to C. Spurrier Field, everyone. We're getting ready for the opening kickoff. Dobyns Bennett's kicker is Connor Rutledge. He's getting ready to put the ball down on the 40 and kick it away back deep for Science Hill. Will be the return man.
Actually, I think it's Jaden Alderson is kicking off here for Dobyns Bennett.
Alderson will give it a boot, and we're underway. Big hit there about the 10-yard line. Great special teams play there by Dobyns Bennett. They covered that kickoff like there was nothing to it, Case.
Yeah, they did. They're pitting Science Hill inside the 15-yard line. Looks like the ball will be at the 14. So anytime you can get the team inside the 20, that's better than if they would have kept it in the end zone.
Now Stewart, we expect him under center tonight with Chris Thomas and Malik Bowman in the backfield. Dobyns Bennett, defense very solid. Science Hill will come out in a spread offense, but it's not your typical spread because they can run from this formation as well. Straight handoff up the middle, big hole. Good gain off the tackles.
We do want to mention that Drew Morrison, one of the three-headed monster running back for Science Hill, he is out of the game with an injury. He sustained that in the Elizabethton game. Did not play last week. He is out again tonight for Science Hill.
That was Thomas with a good gain. It'll be second down and about a good 5 yards. Stewart with the snap, quick handoff, hit in the backfield. No gain on that. It'll be a third down play and about 5.
This will be a key for Dobyns Bennett on defense. As the underdog, you want to get third down, get off the field on third down, your defense. This is the first chance for DB here to see if their defense can get off the field here on third down.
It'll be interesting to see what Stacy does here this deep in his own territory. Will he throw it over the middle? Will he just try to get the first down?
Well, 3rd and 4, you have a lot of options in the playbook. We'll see what happens here on third and 3. They're calling it now.
Straight drop back, wide open juggle, but he makes the catch. Just short, spins around. I think he's not going to make it, Case.
You know what? It looks like that spot there looks like it may be really close. We could have a measurement here, but I think he has a favorable spot. I think from that position, the referee's moving in. I think he may have gotten the first down.
May have given him a little forward progress on that throw.
But they are going to measure here. You'd like to see get up the field there instead of trying to cut backwards there when you need that first down a little bit right there. But it's going to come down. You know, they say football is a game of inches, PJ, and we're going to have our first inches measurement here to see if it's a first down or not. I'll go out on a limb and first one say I think he got it.
Science Hill says we got it. It's pretty close. They definitely got it. First down, Toppers.
That was one of the keys when we talked to Stacy Carter. He said when he looks for his offense to know they're in rhythm is moving the ball well early, no penalties, and so far 3 and barely got those 10 yards for the first down.
And even though they do run the spread and they do like to run out of the spread, they still like to be quick.
They do, yeah. He wants up-tempo, and even though they may run the ball more than they're going to pass, but, you know, he wants to get a lot of plays in.
Stewart takes a snap, big handoff. That is Bowman that time for about maybe a yard and a half, 2 yards.
Yeah, his helmet popped off there, so he's going to have to leave the play in high school. If your helmet comes off, you automatically have to be removed from the game for at least one play.
That's just one of the things that's changed about this game down over the years. In the old days, you probably just play without a helmet.
I would think so, yes.
Another drop back by Stewart. He's got somebody open down the field. Good throw. Juggle makes the catch. Great catch there by the wide receiver, Marquise Griffith. And Griffith takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
74-yard touchdown right there, and that one was tipped. Great hand-eye coordination there by Marquise Griffin. Science Hill. Now, there is a penalty flag on the play. You'd have to think that was defensive pass interference, but we'll get the official word right here.
Holding, that was holding on the defense, so that touchdown is going to stand. We've got a replay on that. Let's take a look at that juggling catch one more time.
Here we go. You see the ball being batted around. I think the defender and the receiver both had their hand on it. And Griffin, great hand-eye coordination with the touchdown, 74 yards. Extra point is up and good. Science Hill leads 7-0.
Our scoreboard tonight brought to you by HMG Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. 7-0 at Steve Spurrier Field. The Toppers are on the board. You're watching high school football live on News 5.
Sinus infection, sneezing, runny nose, and allergies keeping you inside? Don't let that hold you back. Take control and enjoy the great outdoors with customized sinus remedies from Anderson Compounding Pharmacy. Anderson's personalized nasal solutions deliver sinus relief directly where you need it. Breathe easier and leave sinus misery behind with customized sinus solutions from Anderson Compounding Pharmacy. In stores, online, or by phone.
What a way to start the game if you're Science Hill.
All right, back here at Steve Spurrier Field, 7-0 Toppers with 9:57 to go in the first quarter. And Casey, as we said, this spread offense can be deadly for Science Hill.
And Stacey Carter, we talked to him on Wednesday. He said A.J. Sort can throw the ball better than you think. Now that one a little bit of luck getting tipped up in the air, but still great play, 74-yard touchdown. And Science Hill could not have asked for a better way to start the game, PJ.
No kidding. So here we go again with Connor Rutledge this time kicking off. I had him on the other team before, but we've traded him the offseason. We'll have a short kick, fair catch, and it's going to be down about the 19-yard line. And Dobyns Bennett will get its first attack.
There's a flag on the play there. Some extracurricular activities. A flag comes out, so we'll have to see. This is definitely after the ball, so there'll be a discussion here, but it looked like the question will be, will it be offsetting penalties on a personal foul, or the way Science Hill sideline is looking, I think this could be just on Dobyns Bennett, but we'll see in the official word here.
On Friday Night Huddle, you've been pretty good about showing highlights of Ian Hicks. Do you expect him to carry the load again tonight for this DB offense?
He better. I mean, he's the bell cow for them, and there was a personal foul on Dobyns Bennett, so they're going to get half the distance to the goal here. But Ian Hicks and Lyndon Redwine, the quarterback, two seniors, they're going to need to be responsible for Dobyns Bennett. Now they get an early hole, and then also after that penalty now, they're going to start this drive inside their 10-yard line. Actually, it'd be at the 9-yard line, so DB gives up an early touchdown now, a personal foul penalty, beginning this drive, PJ, inside their own 10.
So as we hit it, first down and long, it's going to be Lyndon Redwine back to hand the ball off, and as we predicted, it's the man, the workhorse, Ian Hicks, right up the middle for a couple.
Dobyns Bennett, their offensive line, they have 4 new starters on their offensive line this year, and Joey Christian told us they need to be more consistent, and he thinks they will once they get more experience.
Now this quarterback, he's been around. He's been to a lot of quarterback camps. He grew up as a quarterback. You see him getting the play, kind of digesting it from the coach.
Yeah, Redwine is a prototypical pocket passer. He's not going to beat you with his legs too often, and you can see Dobyns Bennett, they are in no hurry to run a play. They want to use the play clock as much as they can to shorten the game and limit the possessions for Science Hill's offense.
Redwine 6'4", 215. He's got a big arm. He can make all the throws. Straight handoff again, up the middle, it's Hicks.
And that's the thing, when you're a running team, you have to stay on schedule. Penalties, loss of yardage really hurts a team that wants to run the ball. So here, Hicks, 2 carries, 4 yards, so 3rd and 6 is manageable. You figure a pass would be coming here on 3rd and 6 from your own 12-yard line. 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4. So you got a lot of options here. They have yet to run wide both times, right up the middle.
And this is who Dobyns Bennett is. I mean, they made no secret about it. I mean, even they're a run-first team. 3rd and 4, you can still run the ball here on 3rd and 4. So we'll see if the Indians do.
Redwine calling for the snap, looking over the defense. Now he's going to walk back up the line of scrimmage, taking his time. He's one cool customer. Of course, they like to eat the clock up. They want to slow this game down.
You can do that when it's a 1-2 possession game, but if you get behind too much, then you have to change that and go up tempo.
There's the snap. Again, it's Hicks, this time running wide, but they're all over him. Science Hill. Really good play by the linebackers there as they came up to grab that one. A bunch of them are there. Jacob Abram was on that defensive end too, making that tackle.
Not only did he make the tackle, he made that tackle while being held as a holding penalty on Dobyns Bennett. What a play by Jacob Abram there. It's one thing to make a tackle, but when a guy's grabbing you, pulling you down there from behind, what a play. Obviously, they're going to decline that penalty.
They want the ball back. So the punt team comes in for Dobyns Bennett. That's Jaden Alderson back. High snap. Alderson with a one-hand grab. Spins around, kicks it, and they're going to let this one bounce. He was lucky that did not go out of the back of the end zone.
Who says punters aren't athletes? What a play there by Alderson to make the one-handed catch in his own end zone and get that punt off.
That was terrific. He saved a touchdown, perhaps. You're watching high school football live on News 5.
Call Leo's Pest Control today.
Back here at Steve Spurrier Field, Science Hill's already run first down. It'll be 2nd down, Casey, in about 8 yards.
You can't ask for better starting field position. Start this drive on the Dobyns Bennett 46-yard line.
A.J. Stewart, another big handoff, straight handoff to Chris Thomas. And he breaks a couple of tackles. Oh, that was all Chris Thomas. Got a good block, but then the rest of it was Thomas as he got about 8, probably closer to 7 yards. He's going to be about a yard and a half short of that first down.
Yeah, Chris Thomas had a great game against Elizabeth, and even though Science Hill lost that game, I think he had about 170 yards in that one. Now here for Science Hill, you have a 3rd and 2. Entire playbook is open for Stacy Carter on 3rd and 2.
Stewart under center this time. Another handoff right through the middle. That should be a first down. I believe that was Thomas again getting the call.
What do you do when you want to get a couple yards? You go behind a big offensive line. Science Hill, the best offensive line in the 9 years Stacy Carter's been at Science Hill. This offensive line is big and nasty. Look at these numbers here: 320, 295, 275, 235, 235. That's not a college line, TJ. This is high school.
Yeah, I know. This looks like it does look like a college line. Some big fellas out there. So it'll be first down for the Toppers. Stewart back in the spread, waiting for the snap. Motion with Griffith. Stewart looking long again. He's got a man out there, turned him around. Oh, Joshua Santiago was wide open, but he threw it over the wrong shoulder.
Yeah, there's a little miscommunication there. Looked like he was kind of running a post there, and then Stewart threw the ball like he was running a corner out there. He definitely was open.
Our replay brought to you tonight by HMG Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, your health partner for life. So it'll be 2nd down for the Toppers. Stewart getting the call in from Stacy Carter. He was so open, I would not be surprised if they go right back to the air.
Well, when you're running the ball as well as they are, that opens up the passing game. The extra defenders are going to have to come in the blocks. You can take your shots down the field.
Stewart barking out the signals. High snap. It'll be all Stewart this time. He's got a block on the left side. He'll cut back for about 3 or 4 yards. Looked like a planned run, though, even though the snap was high.
Yeah, that was a quarterback keeper all the way. And the one thing about A.J. Stewart is, even though he's a quarterback, he is a physical runner. He embraces contact. He doesn't shy away from it, and he will lower his shoulder and hit the hole and instead of trying to run it outside.
So it'll be 3rd down for the Toppers with A.J. Stewart at quarterback looking over. He'll once again be in the backfield, not under center, running the spread offense. Thomas on his hip. Wide receiver flanked out right. And Stewart on the move, throwing off the run. Oh, and he had another man open. Shane Austin was open in the end zone, but he just overthrew him.
Yeah, it looked like Austin on that one almost stopped running for a second there, and then when he started to go again, he just couldn't get the speed up and catch the ball. Now you have a 4th down and 7 at the 32. It's too close to punt and probably too far to kick a field goal. I'd expect Science Hill to go for it here on 4th and 7.
Especially the way this game has gone so far, with Science Hill dominating both possessions and most of the offensive numbers.
And they are going to go for it here. At least they're going to line up and go for it. I expect them, though, to run this play.
Stewart again, back to taking the snap. He drops back, blitz by the, oh boy, great play there by Dobyns Bennett. They were coming on the blitz, but they had a couple of guys right in their grill. The defense there by the Indians was ready up for the charge. Great tackle there by Braxton Kobaki. He was waiting for that running back.
Yeah, when you run a screen play on 4th and 7 there, it's going to be all or nothing. And for Science Hill, it was nothing because Dobyns Bennett was ready for it. And Indians, they needed some momentum on their side, PJ, giving up that long touchdown. And we're going to see here the replay on the 4th down here, and watch the defensive line, linebackers. Immediately they see the lineman let him go, and they know a screen's coming. Good job fighting through those blocks and getting a turnover on downs. Now let's see if Dobyns Bennett's offense can make something happen.
Replay sponsored by HMG tonight. Dobyns Bennett, 1st down. Again, it's Hicks up the middle. Big hole. He breaks it loose. 1st down, Indians.
And that's a great way to start the drive. Ian Hicks, the workhorse for Dobyns Bennett. You're going to probably get tired of us saying that Ian Hicks is going to run the ball tonight. And this is exactly what Dobyns Bennett needs after that turnover on downs. Get a 1st down, get some positive momentum, some positive energy going on your offense, and now they're going to take their time.
You know, Coach told us that Hicks is not only bigger and stronger, he's faster than he was last year. He loves the weight room. They have to pry him away from that place.
He said he does not miss a summer workout at all. Ian Hicks lives in the weight room, and you can see when he's running people over like that.
So Redwine's back again to take the snap. 1st down. 5:23 left in the 1st quarter. It's Toppers 7-0. DB on the move. Redwine running to pitch. And again, it's Hicks. Hicks has been the workhorse. Almost every play has gone to Hicks.
First time we've seen them, though, with a little toss to the outside. And you want to do that. You want to mix it up that way, get the defense looking different angles there, having to run sideline to sideline instead of up the middle. And who knows, that could set something up later on in the game as well, running a play like that.
Although the spread offense is known as a short passing offense, you can still run things like the toss sweep. You can run I formation out. You can even run power. So you can be very versatile, and both coaches make the most of the spread offense. Again, Dobyns Bennett just taking his time, letting the clock run down. They're trying to shorten this ball game. Redwine looking over. He'll be back, waiting for the snap. Fakes the handoff to Hicks. He'll be his 1st throw of the night. Blitzes it out to his wide receiver. Good 1st down catch there as Dobyns Bennett moves the ball. Man, that was a nice little play by the Tribe.
Yeah, Cameron Williamson with the catch there, and that's one thing that the wide receivers of Dobyns Bennett, all the guys that were returning from this year did not have a lot of experience, and they need these guys to step up on the outside. Cameron Williamson, nice confident right there. He doesn't let the ball come to his body. He goes out there and attacks it with 2 hands, gets a 1st down for Dobyns Bennett.
So the Indians being very methodical as they've marched down the field inside the 40-yard line now. Coach Christian taking his time, making the call, making sure that his quarterback, Redwine, gets the signal. Redwine back to take the snap. It'll be a 1st down play with 4:34 to go in the 1st quarter. Again, it's Hicks off the right side, and they were just waiting for him, and that was that great linebacking core there. All over him was the linebacker, Dominic Pickle, number 42, the outside linebacker for the Toppers.
Yeah, Kane Rogers also in on that tackle for Science Hill. And if you can, for Science Hill's defense, what they want to do obviously is limit Hicks to make Dobyns Bennett be in passing situations. And when you hold him to no gain on first down, the 2nd and 10 here, what does Dobyns Bennett do? Do they run the ball again with Hicks, try and get a couple yards, or are they going to maybe take a shot like they did to Williamson a couple plays ago?
When we talked to Critchison, he said he'd like to work his big tight end to more of the offense. This would be a perfect chance to use him.
Yeah, that's Charlie Browder, 6'7".
But again, it's Hicks busting through the middle. He's going to be short of a first down, but a very good gain, about 6-7 yards for Ian Hicks.
And now 3rd and 4. This is one of those where you can run the ball here easily because you figure probably you're going to have 2 downs to get the yardage for the first down. Again, it's kind of that no man's land when you're in between, too close to punt the ball and probably too far away to try a field goal. So 3rd and 5. I would not be surprised if Dobyns Bennett runs the ball here and figures they have 2 downs to get these 5 yards.
Christian has some options here. But when you've got Hicks in the backfield, and he's usually good for 3 or 4, that's probably the logical play. Full house backfield, and there's movement up front. The question is, who moved first?
It looked like Dobyns Bennett moved a little early, and it did its false start against the Indians, so that's a big penalty. We talk about staying on schedule when you're a running team, PJ. Now you go from 3rd and 5 to 3rd and 10, which means you're more likely than not looking at having to throw the ball here.
This deep in the territory, you're almost going to have to throw it. Time running out here in the first quarter, 2:49, clock ticking away.
Making substitution now, both sides are. I think getting a couple more receivers in the game for Dobyns Bennett. I think they're going to have to call a timeout. They look like they're not going to be ready to get this play off.
Play clock's down to 2, down to 1. You're watching High School Football Live on News 5.
You said it, Tucker. FriendshipCars.com has a deal for everyone. Save on over 2,000 cars and trucks. All your favorite brands. Ford, Hyundai, Volvo, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Honda, Nissan, Indian Motorcycles, and Polaris Off-Road. All including a lifetime warranty and express checkout for easy online buying. Hurry in now or visit FriendshipCars.com.
We're dealing.
We're back at Kermit Tipton Stadium where the Science Hill Hilltoppers lead the Dobyns Bennett Indians 7-0. The Tribe moving the ball down the field, Casey, but a penalty has ruined the day.
Yeah, now it's 3rd and 9, and Dobyns Bennett, a little miscommunication. There were substitutions. They had to call a timeout. There was 1 second on the play clock when they called that timeout. Smart play, in the first half, timeouts you can use a little more freely in the first half when you need to, and that was good there because 3rd and 14 would not have been good for Dobyns Bennett. So they're ready to go 3rd and 9 from the 39-yard line of Science Hill.
Redwine back to take the snap. Gives it to Hicks up the middle. Hicks just drives with those big legs of his. He gets about 5 yards, but he'll be 5 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, he didn't quite get the penalty yards back. And again, Dobyns Bennett has a decision to make now. You're looking at about a 4th and 7, and Redwine, you can see he wanted to go for it, but it looks like Dobyns Bennett is bringing in the punt team. I think they're going to try and pin Science Hill deep and rely on their defense to get the ball back.
So Science Hill will drop to receive this punt. And Shane Austin is back there. He's a fast kid.
I will say, if you want to be ready, if you're Science Hill, I wouldn't rush too much because if you're going to try and fake a punt, this would be where the area of the field you would want to maybe think about doing that.
And the kick's away, kind of a coffin corner kick. Oh, pretty good. It goes out of bounds just about the 11-yard line, it looks like.
Referee's still moving up there, and he's going to say at about the 15, 16-yard line. So Science Hill will take over. They lead 7-0 with 1:33 left in the first quarter. This is the second drive. Science Hill will start inside their own 20-yard line in the first quarter.
So what do you do here? You have 1:33 left. Do you even pay attention to that, or you just try to drive it down the field?
Well, I mean, even if it does with the clock, it's just the first quarter, so time's really not an issue. I think Science Hill will run their normal offense and see a heavy dose of Chris Thomas here.
Stewart with Thomas behind him. Straight handoff. It's Thomas. He's met in the backfield by a host of Indians. Boy, the tribe all over that.
Yeah, once again, that was Braxton Kulbacki in there for Dobyns Bennett leading the way. And the Indians, they know what's coming too, especially on first down. You stop that run, the defense definitely gets the advantage.
Kulbacki's 6'1", 205, and man, he can move too for a linebacker. He was right in the offensive backfield there. So again, we talk about options. H.A. Stewart at second down and now long for the Toppers. Stewart will take it himself, gets a block, but he's met by a host of defenders, and the helmet comes off again, Casey. Great tackle there by number 76, Blake Hammett.
Yeah, now A.J. Stewart's going to have to leave the game for a play unless Stacey Carter wants to call a timeout. If he calls the timeout, but then otherwise, if they call a timeout, Stewart could come back in the game, or they're going to have to put the backup quarterback in here to run a play. We'll see what Stacey Carter decides to do. It looks like they're going to carry on here.
Let the clock wind down. There's a difference in the game clock, of course, 29 seconds, and the play clock with 15. So there's that timeout you talked about.
I think there's a sideline warning there on Science Hill. But Connor Batchelder is in now, quarterback for Science Hill to take the play, number 12. Batchelder is a 6 foot, 165-pound quarterback. He's going to have to take it one snap here because A.J. Stewart had his helmet knocked off.
So you figure deep in your own territory with your backup quarterback in, you're not going to be too risky here. You certainly can't afford a turnover this deep in your own territory.
No, not at all. I definitely would think they're going to be very conservative here considering it's 3rd and 12, and like you mentioned, you got the backup quarterback in.
So he's back in the spread, waiting for the snap. And he's going to throw it. He's got a man out there with a one-handed grab. Did he come down with it?
I think it's intercepted by Dobyns Bennett.
Dobyns Bennett came down with it. He did take it away. That was a terrific play by number 1, Cade Maupin.
Yeah, so shows you what we know. We think they're going to be conservative on 3rd and 12, and they let Science Hill throws it deep, but
we have a replay on this case. It looked like the receiver came down with it, and maybe Maupin took it away.
Yeah, Batchelder, nice take that he got hit as he threw, and again, yeah, I think it went off the receiver's hand, and then Maupin.
It did go off his hand.
Johnny on the spot and comes down with it there. As Clifton Maxwell, who tried to make the one-handed catch, ended up going as an interception. So a big break there for Dobyns Bennett with 10 seconds left in the first quarter.
What a gutty call. Your backup quarterback and you go deep. So DB takes over inside Topper territory. 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Redwine back in, well, they'll call timeout.
Well, they threw a penalty marker for delay of game, but I think they're going to say they gave a timeout first. So Dobyns Bennett calls their second timeout of the first quarter, and both times the play clock has been winding down, so they're having a little miscommunication as Dobyns Bennett been trying to get the snap ready.
So both teams will kind of regroup here and see what they're going to do. The Tribe still in this ballgame very much, Casey, and a play like that could just change this entire first half.
Yeah, it really can. A lot of times after a turnover like that, you want to take a shot deep when you're the other team, and now having to call that timeout, you wonder if the momentum of that turnover, when you call the timeout, if it goes away a little bit. But Dobyns Bennett, great field position, starting a drive at the Science Hill 39-yard line. I think Dobyns Bennett has to score a touchdown, take advantage of this turnover.
You certainly have to believe that Joey Christian is thinking that way. Christian, an old offensive line coach, loves to pound the rock, and that's what he's been doing so far with his main man, Ian Hicks.
I think they're going to try and reset the game clock. I believe there was 10 seconds left, and it ran down to 8 seconds. So the referees are trying to signal up right now to reset the game clock to 10 seconds.
By the way, the terrific crowd tonight. We had talked to both the athletic directors of both schools and both coaches and said, we don't think this telecast will hurt your gait at all. And look at this terrific crowd tonight.
Really is a great crowd. Dobyns Bennett side is filled. Of course, the band takes up about half the stands on the other side for Dobyns Bennett.
And there's another pass by the Tribe. It looks like it's complete down to about the 25-yard line.
And that will be the end of the first quarter right there.
Chase Jenkins coming down with that for the Tribe. That's the end of the first quarter. It's 7-0 Toppers. You're watching High School Football Live on News 5.
Beef O'Brady's 2 for $20. Now with steak and even more options to love. Pick a starter to share, then choose 2 entrees like our new Choice Cut Sirloin. All for $20. Beef O'Brady's 2 for $20. What'll you choose?
At East 10 Reynolds, we know when it comes to projects, you need to put your money where it counts. We're now open till 1 on Saturdays. Stop by or visit etra.biz to check out our large inventory of equipment. Whether your project is inside or outside, we have the tools you need to get the job done. Got something to do this weekend? Come early and rent from Saturday to Monday morning. East 10 Reynolds, renting to you since 1962.
Love of beauty is taste. The creation of beauty is art. The Plastic Surgery Center of East Tennessee, the office of Dr. Gregory Pastrick, maintain the highest standards of quality and excellence. With years of experience, proven ability, and success, Dr. Pastrick provides his patients with guidance and treatment options to help you achieve the look you desire at any age. The Plastic Surgery Center of East Tennessee is the Tri-City's premier cosmetic facility.
Welcome to Associated Orthopedics of Kingsport, the premier orthopedic group in the Tri-Cities since 1953. Our address may have changed, but our quality care remains the same. Associated Orthopedics physicians place a special emphasis on technique, education, and patient care. Come visit our walk-in clinic Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m., and one of our 3 physician assistants will always be available to assist you. Associated Orthopedics of Kingsport, located on 430 West Ravine Road. We'll be here when you need us.
Premier Equipment, your neighbor with the orange tractors. We sell, service, and grow relationships. We're your premier Kubota dealership.
We are now offering the Kubota B2601 tractor for $12,500 and the Kubota L2501 for $12,300 for a very limited time. And right now you can also get the Kubota B and L Series tractors at a low rate and long-term financing.
For the best service, lowest prices, and top dollar for your trade, come see us at Premier Equipment, Kingsport, Tennessee.
Welcome to Beef O'Brady's.
Now have shrimp with my sirloin. I want sirloin with my shrimp.
Got it. Surf and turf and turf and surf.
Beef's new Surf and Turf Fridays. Choice cut sirloin plus grilled or fried shrimp, just $12.99.
And we're back here at Kerman-Tipton Stadium with Dobyns Bennett moving the ball. Start of the second quarter. Another throw by their big quarterback, Redwide. He's got another completion. Close to a first down, Case.
Yeah, you know, Dobyns Bennett being a little aggressive here. That was Cade Maupin with the reception. Back-to-back throws on first down for Dobyns Bennett. And you know what? If they changed up a little bit, they've been running Hicks a lot on first down. So now if you throw the ball, maybe relaxes the defensive pressure a little bit. They don't load up on the run as much. So nice for Dobyns Bennett to try and change things up here, be a little more aggressive in the passing game.
We'd like to welcome all our viewers tonight on Tri-City CW and our Facebook Live friends. Chance Scott Kia providing the broadcast on Facebook Live tonight. So Dobyns Bennett takes over. Again, second down and short. Redwine walking to the line this time, looking things over. Now he'll go back into the spread. And a handoff straight to Hicks, up the middle. He breaks a couple of tackles. He'll have the first down. There's nothing fancy about this Indian attack. It's coming right at you. Actually, it was a different ball carrier there. They did change it up. That looked like Tyler Tesner.
Yeah, it was a first down there. That Hicks maybe a little bit of a decoy, but Tyler Tesner, a 5'11" sophomore for Dobyns Bennett here. Check out the replay. Nice blocking by the offensive line, pushing the lineman past the ball carrier, and Tesner gets the first down. Dobyns Bennett now a first and goal from the Science Hill 10-yard line. And again, PJ, they are in no hurry. The play clock right now is at 17. Don't look for them to snap this ball before it gets to below 10.
Our instant replay provided by HMG, Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, your health partner for life. So first down, Tribe on the move. Again, up the middle. It's number 44 again. They go right back to Tesner.
Yeah, Tyler Tesner. I like the way this drive has gone. You start with back-to-back passes, get a couple first downs, then you use Tesner, a bit of a crowded backfield there, everyone keying on Hicks on defense, but then Tesner gets a couple yards on the play, and it's 2nd and goal now for Dobyns Bennett. Indians trying to take advantage of that interception by Cade Maupin as we approach 10 minutes left here in the first half.
Play clock's at 19, so they are just taking their time. Redwine again back into the spread. He'll look it over, let the clock run down inside 10 before they usually snap the ball. Plenty of room out on the left side for Redwine if they decide to go wide. He'll hand it off up the middle again.
Tesner again.
3rd straight time. 44 to the rescue.
Yeah. Tesner now inside the 5. The ball looks like it is marked at the 3-yard line. So Dobyns Bennett maybe they saw something there now, going with 2 backs and almost using Hicks as like a lead blocker in addition to the offensive line.
Yeah, using Hicks as a decoy. We've talked so much about Science Hill's offensive line. Nothing shabby about this Tribe bunch. Man, they are blowing out some holes.
Yeah, no, I mean, Dobyns Bennett, their offensive line, inexperienced coming into the season, but this is their 3rd game now. You kind of think almost a third of the way through the season. The lack of experience, you really can't use that as an excuse anymore. These guys have played quite a bit of football.
So Redwine will look it over. There's the man. The main man gets the call. It's back to Hicks for the touchdown, Tribe.
And that time, Dobyns Bennett lined up in the I formation. Power football. Ian Hicks right up the middle and says, "Stop me if you can." They did not stop him. Let's check out this replay here, and we'll see just power football. PJ right up the middle. Offensive lineman in the end zone. That's a good thing because the running back will be in the end zone as well.
And so we'll have the try for the extra point here. Tribe trying to tie it up, and it's up and good. It's 7-7 at Kermit Tipton Stadium. You're watching high school football live on News 5.
Friends, our #1 job this Labor Day weekend here at Toyota Kingsport is to put you in a new Toyota for less.
Save $1,500 on new Corollas, $1,750 on new Highlanders, and $2,500 on new RAV4s.
Toyota of Kingsport, where saving people money is a Hill family tradition.
Mom, the plug doesn't work.
Okay, sweetie, I'm going to book an appointment with Precision Electrical.
Contact Precision Electrical today for all of your electrical repair and rewiring needs.
Welcome back to Kermit Tipton Stadium in Johnson City, Tennessee. The Science Hill Hilltoppers are tied with the Dobyns Bennett Indians 7-7. P.J. Johnson along with Casey Getz. Jaden Alderson with the extra point there, Case, and we're all tied in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what, PJ, there actually was a roughing the kicker penalty on Science Hill when we went to break there, so Dobyns Bennett will get 15-yard penalty on this kickoff, and you can see Sky 5 up here. Beautiful, our drone. Doesn't look any better than this, does it?
It really gives you a great view of this beautiful stadium that's jam-packed with fans tonight. We're glad everybody showed up, and we're glad you're watching back in TV land. Sky 5 provided by our good friends at Food City. It's just a shot of this beautiful country we live in, this area. Look at that. You can just see all over the campus here.
And I mentioned that penalty now, the 15 yards on Science Hill. Dobyns Bennett will kick off here from the Science Hill 45-yard line. So it'll be interesting to see here if they try a pooch kick almost to try and pin them, because if Alderson gives it a normal boot, he'll hit this one way through the end zone. He could probably put it through the uprights from here. So maybe you could try an onside kick here. DB's got a couple options.
Who is the riverboat gambler? We can find out. Will you gamble or you just kick it away? Alderson approaches the ball, gives it a whack, and it's a low line drive kick out of the end zone. So it'll be Science Hill taking over on their own 20. We'll be right back. You're watching high school football live on News 5.
On the farm, you need power, reliability, and comfort for those long days. The heavy-duty Kubota M-Series delivers, with models field-ready at 11,000 pounds. Easy cold starts with bulletproof Kubota diesel engines. Great visibility in the spacious, easy-to-use Kubota Grand Cab, and strong American-made front-end loaders. I'm William Jones with Johnson City Kubota. Come test drive our Kubota M Series today, or we can bring it to you for a demo. When you're ready to work, we're ready to work.
We're back here at Carver-Tipton Stadium at 7-7, and Science Hill's already on the move. A big play on first down, Case.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replay here of the first possession. It was A.J. Stewart keeping it on the quarterback keeper. Of course, remember the last play, Science Hill had the ball. Stewart had to leave the game, and they threw an interception.
This time it's no go, as the Dobyns Bennett defense was ready for a handoff right up the middle, as Stewart just handed it off, and there was no place for the runner to go, and he was surrounded by Indians. Won't be much of a gain there as Malik Bowman comes up from that pile. So it'll be second down. Toppers still on the move, 2nd and 8. Stewart, short pass, out in the flat. That's Marquise Griffin. Good move by Griffin as he gets close to a first down. Nice spin move.
Yeah, Griffin, the receiver who had the touchdown for Science Hill, and looks like it'll be 3rd and about a yard for Science Hill, and this is where you would love to have Drew Morrison, the big 240-pound running back for Science Hill, who's out tonight with an injury, got hurt in the opener, not quite ready to go. He did practice in a limited capacity earlier in the week, but just not ready to go. They're hopeful to get him back maybe next week.
So Stewart's under center this time. He'll look it over. Fakes one handoff, hands off to the lead back. Again, that's Chris Thomas, the trail back, I should say, and Thomas barrels his way over on a 3rd and short. That should be enough.
Yeah, he got the first down. Referee already gave the signal to move the sticks. So Science Hill, you know, this is the first time they really got punched in the mouth with Dobyns Bennett getting that interception and converting into a touchdown. So Science Hill responding so far. A couple first downs. They're nearing midfield, and so far this has been all on the ground.
Both teams are staying true to their word. They're mixing up the short passes along with some power running. And it's been effective for both teams. Science Hill again on the move with the first down. Stewart barking out some signals. He'll keep it himself, go around the right side. He sees a little bit of daylight. He'll get a couple of yards.
That time he runs out of bounds, and you never want your quarterback taking extra hits. I know Stacey Carter told us that Stewart is physical. He's an aggressive runner, but smart play there to run out of bounds and live another day when you're the quarterback.
So we'll have about a 2nd down, a long 8 yards. Will the Toppers put it in the air? Stewart has been accurate so far. And they are going to put it in the air. Stewart wings it out to the far side. Good move by the wideout out there. That again is Griffin, it looks like, making the catch. Sorry, that was Maxwell. Got my 4 and my 8 mixed up.
Oh, they go to the far side of the field. They're going away from us here. We're on the home side, high above the stands here on the Science Hill side. And so now it's 3rd down for Science Hill, about a, looks like 3rd and a long 2 or a short 3.
Pretty safe pass by the Toppers that time. Nobody out there in the flat. So we'll run a toss sweep inside. Big hit by the Tribe. Now is the question, did they get it soon enough? Was that extra effort enough to get the first down?
It doesn't look like they got the first down from up here. It looks like it's going to be 4th down, but
I believe that was Bowman on the carry, trying to get the extra yardage.
And it is 4th down right now, so Science Hill, you know, the Science Hill sideline saying that spot wasn't very good, but it is 4th down, and you have to think with this offensive line, there's no way they're not going to go for it here.
5 minutes and 45 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Our scoreboard tonight brought to you by HNG, Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, your health partner for life. So here we go, 4th down, they're going for it. Stewart tries, boy, he's hit hard. That's going to be close.
Man, he did not get a lot of forward progress on that one. It's all going to come down to the spot. That was for Chandler Williams, almost like the old Notre Dame play several years ago with USC pushing Matt Leinart. USC did Reggie Bush into the end zone. Almost looked like that's what Chandler Williams was trying to do. And they're going to have to measure this one here. He didn't get a lot, did Stewart. I mean, Dobyns Bennett's defensive line did a great job moving that. And just by the reaction of some of the Science Hill players on the field, they didn't like the spot there. So we're going to have to see. But it's going to be really close here.
While they measure this, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching High School Football live on News 5.
It's model year closeout at Champion Chevrolet with great selection and savings on all remaining 2018s. Check out our great selection and specials online at championjc.com. 18 Silverado Crew Cab 4x4, $36,995. 18 Sonic Impala and Spark, 22% off. 18 Equinox, 18% off. 18 Silverado HD, 15% off. We also have a great selection of the all-new 2019 Silverados in stock. Don't forget our Saturday service hours. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
We're back here in Johnson City, and the Toppers did get that first down, and I think you're right. Chandler Williams gave him just enough to get it over. Now we got another wide sweep by Chris Thomas. He sees some daylight, spins around, breaks a tackle. It's Thomas going into the end zone. What a run by Chris Thomas.
42-yard touchdown run there by Chris Thomas, and football a game of inches. They barely get the first down. Next play, Chris Thomas to the house for Science Hill. What a run right there.
We've got to see this again, Casey, because Thomas had two defenders on him. Somehow he was able to spin around and get enough to get away from that defender.
Yeah, here you go. This one was designed to go outside all the way. Thomas right here.
There's Maupin, has him.
Spins out.
Not quite.
And turns on the Jets.
At the last second, the dive by Jackson Martin came up short. So the Hilltoppers hit the extra point. It is now 14-7 with 5 minutes and 8 seconds to go. And boy, that just tells you the athletic ability of Chris Thomas.
Yeah, it's not bad. You know, the three running backs they have with Bowman and Thomas really tonight, and with Morrison out. But Chris Thomas, 205 pounds, and he's got the speed. He's a little bit of everything for Science Hill. Can run between the tackles, but also, as he just showed, he can turn on the Jets.
When you have 4.6 speed in Upper East Tennessee, that's going to be good enough to get you through everything else. I mean, I'm telling you, that's all you need. We have another look at that, Casey, from a different angle.
Here we go. This one is designed run to go outside. The lineman kind of put off his seal, and then really it was all Thomas.
The spin move right there was just, it was all Thomas.
He hit the B button on the video games.
And you get to see the final dive by three of the Tribe, and they just come up a little bit short. So, again, 14-7 with 5 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Man, we're seeing some terrific action on a beautiful night for high school football in Johnson City, Tennessee. And you're watching it live here on News 5 on Tri-Cities CW. So the kick is away, it's short, and Kingsport Dobyns Bennett will return it with a hard hit around the 25-yard line. Again, it was Maupin getting whacked. They're pretty good, I think.
Yeah, so far both kickoffs by Science Hill have been those little short kicks, so clearly they do not want to give the returners of Dobyns Bennett a chance to break off a big return.
I believe that was actually Jed Harris on the return there, number 14. So Dobyns Bennett will take it over with their quarterback, bringing his troops out on the field, Lyndon Redwine, and so far Redwine has been impressive. He's hit on a couple of passes and really been very patient in leading this offense.
Yeah, the last time they had a short field, they converted and scored a touchdown. This time they're starting just inside their own 30-yard line.
Now will they run Hicks again, or will it be someone else? Again, it's Hicks. He's broken it up the middle. And we talked about terrific play by Hicks there. We talked about how he had gotten faster in the offseason. He looked pretty quick there.
Yeah, it's a 20-plus yard run. Of course, that was a replay there of the kickoff on the play before. But it was a nice run there by Ian Hicks, 20-some yards. And just like that, Dobyns Bennett is in Science Hill territory.
So it'll be first down for the Indians. Hicks is getting a big workload tonight.
And now here, Dobyns Bennett's offense in no hurry. They're going to get the ball, remember, to start the second half, so they would love nothing more to take the next 4:15 off the clock and finish the drive off by scoring a touchdown.
So Redwine will drop back in formation with Hicks on his hip. High snap. Again, it's Hicks in the middle. This time he goes hardly anywhere.
Yeah, the defensive line there of Science Hill said, that's enough of that.
It was basically the same play they ran again. This time, the Toppers were waiting.
Yeah, Jaden Miles, big number 77. He was clogging up the lane 5'11", 275. Hard to run over that.
So we're waiting for Joey Christian to call in the play. 3 minutes and 38 seconds left in the first half. The Hilltoppers lead it 14-7. 2 exciting touchdowns for that Science Hill offense, and they're up by 7. Redwine taking his time. Play clock down to 7. Fakes the handoff. He'll go over the middle, wide open, but a high toss. But we got flags on the play, Casey.
Yeah, those flags come in.
Chase Jenkins was open on the play, but it looked like he may have been interfered with.
Yeah, the Dobyns Bennett sideline, of course, saying great call. The Science Hill sidelines are saying that ball was uncatchable. So interesting to see what the call is. They're going to call pass interference on Science Hill. Let's see the replay. So it's a big first down for Dobyns Bennett as this drive continues, and with that, they should be able to continue to bleed this clock. With 3:17 left in the first half, it's 14-7 Science Hill.
This Indians offense has been very methodical, running the ball up the middle, short passes, but very effective so far. So Redwine again sets his troops, play clock down to about 13. They usually snap it around 10 seconds, and that's what they'll do here. And there's another handoff up the middle. It's that familiar duo of 30 and 44. It's back to 44.
Yeah, Tyler Tesner with the first down run for Dobyns Bennett. And I tell you what, if DB's going to get 6-7 yards to carry, they're going to keep on doing that all night.
Certainly. Why would you throw the ball when you can get that? So it's second down and maybe a long 4 yards perhaps.
And you see everyone just standing around. This is by design. This is what Dobyns Bennett wants to do. With that 40-second play clock, you can really use up a lot of time if you're continuing to get first downs and you stay in bounds.
So Redwine sets the field, looks around, play clock down to 8, down to 6. Get it off just in time. Another play right up the middle. Again, it looked like Tesner getting the call.
That time it was actually Ian Hicks.
It was Hicks. They both run so similar when they come up from the line of scrimmage.
But there's another first down for Dobyns Bennett. They're on the move now. Ball spotted at the 20-yard line, and with 2:15 left, this dream scenario's kind of shaping up here for Dobyns Bennett. This drive started with about 5 minutes on the second quarter left, and now they're at the 2-minute mark here almost.
They're just eating this clock up. 2 minutes and 5 minutes, 2 minutes and 4 seconds. We're almost down to 2 minutes left. Under 2 minutes now, and the play clock down to about 16. So I expect DB to take a little more time off the clock. Redwine looking over the defense. Hicks and Tesner carrying the load so far. Fumble, the ball is loose, and it looks like the Toppers have it.
That's Nicholas Copenhaver coming up with the ball for Science Hill, and what a huge turnover. Science Hill, wow, what a play there.
Copenhaver, the safety on that play. The ball came out, and it was one of those fumbles that just kind of took the big bounce, and Copenhaver all over it. Here it is.
Look at Tesner, ball gets punched out. It looked to me like the ball got punched out by Chandler Williams of Science Hill, and Copenhaver scooped it up, and I think I saw him on the sidelines almost like with their version of the turnover chain. Looks like he's wearing there on the bench.
There he is.
What a big play there. Science Hill gets all the momentum back after Dobyns Bennett looked like they were trying to tie the game.
So here we go with the offense now on the field of the Toppers, and that's their quarterback running, A.J. Stewart, on a quarterback keeper up the middle where he cut it back to the corner and then slipped and fell after maybe a short loss, actually a couple yards loss on that play. So it'll be second down with the clock running down. The one thing you don't want to do here is give the ball back to Dobyns Bennett with the clock running down close to a minute 15 left in the second quarter.
No, and with Dobyns Bennett only having one timeout, they can't stop the clock. So I expect Science Hill to keep this ball on the ground and be happy going into halftime of 14-7.
But here we go, back to pass. They've got a grip on him, but he does throw it, and it's almost picked off. Boy, that was risky, as Stewart tried to throw it out in the flat after he broke a tackle and almost intercepted by Maupin.
Yeah, that was not a very wise decision there by A.J. Stewart. Got away with it. Maupin almost came with that interception. That would have been a really big play for Dobyns Bennett, but that incompletion now stops the clock, 55 seconds. So if DB's defense can hold them here, they're going to get the ball back before halftime.
So when you throw the ball like that and stop the clock, sometimes it works against you. So it will be again in the backfield. Stewart looking it over with the straight handoff. Nothing fancy this time. They couldn't take any chances at all. And Dobyns Bennett makes the tackle. And it's Thomas with a short play of gain on that play. And it'll be time to punt the ball, I would think.
And Dobyns Bennett called a timeout smartly. Their final timeout of the half. Stops the clock, 47 seconds left. So now you're going to make Science Hill punt the ball basically from their own end zone here. So DB won't have any timeouts, but they're going to have a chance to maybe get in position to try a field goal here before halftime.
"47 seconds. That's all the time we have, and it's all on Dobyns Bennett to figure out a way to get in the end zone.
Yeah, if I'm Science Hill here, I have max protect on this punt because you would think Dobyns Bennett's going to come after it, try and block this punt. The ball is on the 6-yard line. You figure he's going to be punting this about 3 to 4 yards deep in his end zone. And really a big swing of emotions here with Dobyns Bennett. Looks like they're going to go in and score. They fumble, and Science Hill can't get a first down, so now they're going to have to give the ball back to Dobyns Bennett. But DB, though, they have 2 guys back, so they're not totally coming after this, it would appear, having 2 guys back fielding the punt.
It looks like Grant Wilson will be back to punt the ball for the Toppers in his own end zone. All he wants is a good snap and a little bit of blocking. That's all he's asked for. Good snap, he'll get the kick away, and it's coming over here short and near the sidelines, and Dobyns Bennett calls for the fair catch, and they'll make that fair catch on about the 21-yard line, as it was the Tribe. Dalton Harkleroad making the fair catch at 5'8", 144, a wide receiver and safety. And Dobyns Bennett, prime territory case.
Yeah, that punt, that's a net of 26 yards on that punt. I mean, considering they're in their own end zone, the most important thing was to get it off, but only a 26-yard punt, so Dobyns Bennett gets the ball at the Science Hill 32-yard line, no timeouts, 40 seconds, so they're not going to be able to be methodical on this drive. They're having to go to the air, and anything short of the first down marker inbounds will keep that clock moving.
Notice that only Hicks is in the backfield this time after the fumble by Tesner. It's going to be Redwine with Hicks in the backfield. 4 receivers out. Redwine on the move. He'll throw off the run, and that ball is complete to the sidelines.
It was a short gain, and he did not get out of bounds, so the clock is continuing to move as they're going to have to spike the ball here. Will Dobyns Bennett, and they do here on second down. So 20 seconds left. Now third down. Good job by Science Hill keeping that in play to keep the clock moving. Dobyns Bennett's out of timeouts.
Harkleroad made a nice little grab there to catch that ball and get as much as he could.
Okay, now on third down, PJ, if anything short of the first down, you can't spike the ball. So this pass has to be to the boundary or past the first down marker.
Or even maybe the end zone. Maybe they go to the end zone here. It'll be Redwine. He drops back. It's going to be a screen pass to Hicks. Down the sidelines, Hicks hits a block. He'll cut it back. He dives into the end zone and scores. Hicks fights his way in, and Dobyns Bennett has tied the game with 10 seconds left.
That's a gutsy play called there by Dobyns Bennett. You run a screen on 3rd and 7. I mean, if you get tackled short of the first down marker, half is over. There's no way to get another play, but it works out. Great job by Ian Hicks. And now we're an extra point away from a tie game here.
Let's get a replay on that because, boy, Hicks had the second effort on that, Casey, to make it all happen.
I mean, he caught that ball well beyond the first down marker.
Rick's 3 tackles right there. There's 1, 2, 3, and a touchdown for Dobyns Bennett. The kick is good, and we're all tied up. 14-14 with 10 seconds to go in the first half. So the fact that the Toppers could not get out of their own end zone, Casey, gave prime real estate to Dobyns Bennett to move the ball down the field in just, 4 plays?
Yeah, in actuality now, the fumble there by Tesner probably doesn't end up costing them because they end up getting the touchdown anyway. And the best part is there's 10 seconds left. And we talked before the game,
Joey Christian told us he likes to defer where they win the coin toss. He did that, so DB ties the ball game up here, and then they are going to receive the opening kickoff of the second half. And now clearly 10 seconds left on the clock. I would expect a squib kick of some sort. You do not want to give, or kick it out of bounds. You don't want Science Hill to have a long return here or something crazy happen at the end of the half.
Christian loves Bill Belichick. He said in Bill Belichick's world, if you get the ball at the start of the second half and you go down and score, all of a sudden the game changes. And he's correct, because if you can score just before half and then score again at the start of the third, it's a whole new ball game. So we're all tied up here, 14-14, 10 seconds to go. It'll be Dobyns Bennett kicking the ball off, and it'll be Science Hill dropping a couple of speedsters back, including Chris Thomas, who had that outstanding run in the first quarter.
I would expect a squib kick here of some kind.
It is a squib kick, low, funny bounce, and a good return there by Shane Austin with about 2 seconds left in the first half.
There's Science Hill. Ball's at the 28, 29-yard line. I would not be surprised if the Toppers maybe just try a run here or even take a knee and head to the locker room. We'll see what they do here. Clearly, Stewart can't throw the ball to the end zone, so we'll see what play they got here with having to go 72 yards in 2 seconds.
Stewart in the backfield. He'll hand it off to Thomas. Thomas around the left side, gets a block. He's on the corner, breaks a tackle. He gets the first down, and that will end the first half with a good run by Chris Thomas. So the first half ends on Steve Spurrier Field. We're all tied 14-14. You are watching high school football live on News 5.
J&J Auto Sales isn't your ordinary buy here, pay here dealership. Why? Because J&J Auto Sales has no credit checks and Kingsport's biggest selection of buy here, pay here cars, trucks, even campers and boats. Check us out at usedcarkingsport.com or on the John B. Dennis Highway across from Powell's.
Sinus infection, sneezing, runny nose, and allergies keeping you inside? Don't let that hold you back. Take control and enjoy the great outdoors with customized sinus remedies from Anderson Compounding Pharmacy. Anderson's personalized nasal solutions deliver sinus relief directly where you need it. Breathe easier and leave sinus misery behind with customized sinus solutions from Anderson Compounding Pharmacy. In stores, online, or by phone.
Hey, hun, how's it going?
Great, great. Just gave this baby a wax job. She's smooth as silk.
Looking good. I just got a wax job today, too.
You did?
Smooth as silk. I'll be inside.
Honey.
Sugar Mama Waxing and Beauty Studio. Professional Brazilian waxing. Because smooth is sexy. For all our beauty services, log on to sugarmamawaxing.com.
Kegley & Company is winding up their summer sale with store-wide reductions of 50% off. Hurry in now for the best selection. It's going on now at Kegley & Company, Courthouse Hill in Abingdon.
Ultimate Shine Car Wash has a new look and new prices. Visit one of our 10 locations and go unlimited with always free vacuums, mat cleaner, glass cleaner, and towels. Fast passes start at just $14.95. Our best wash every day for less than $1 a day. Unlimited washes, one low monthly cost. At Ultimate Shine Car Wash, we offer 10 locations to serve you. Visit us online or Facebook to find a car wash near you.
For over 40 years, we have proudly served the Kingsport and Colonial Heights communities. And now we are excited to bring Martin Dentistry to Johnson City.
So whether you're in Johnson City,
Kingsport,
or Colonial Heights,
there's a story behind every smile.
and we would love to be a part of yours.
At Hilltop Auto Parts, bring your junk cars or scrap metal and get top pay. We buy core batteries and aluminum wheels. We're Kingsport's only car crushers and pull your own parts center. We sell used campers, saving you money, paying you money. Hilltop Auto Parts, next to Kingsport Speedway.
Tonight's halftime report is sponsored by Southern Classic Auto Wash and Lube.
It's halftime in Johnson City with the Science Hill Hilltoppers and the Dobyns Bennett Indians all tied up at 14. And a good friend of mine, Champion Chevrolet, Tim Copenhaver, joins us now. And Tim, everybody knows you from your television commercials, but what they don't know about you is how much you love sports. You're a strong supporter of sports, not only the high school level, but all over the place, aren't you?
We are. At Champion Chevrolet, we support the sports and the youth. You know, everything we do is around kids. And we try to support all the communities, and you know, such a great turnout here tonight from both communities, Kingsport and Johnson City.
Now, Tim is also a sponsor of our game night program along with Food City. So what have you seen so far for our game night? We try to make it more than just football. We bring on, you know, bands, we bring on cheerleaders, dance teams, try to expose everything in football, that high school football in this area is more than just football.
Well, you know, the dance team works very hard. The band works very hard, the cheerleaders, and it's so wonderful you guys are getting everybody out there to showcase what they do.
Tim, we really appreciate you coming on, and your boy had a nice play in the first half. I bet you jumped out of your chair, didn't you?
Thank you, yes sir.
He certainly did. Well, right now we're going to send it to the Sky 5 drone, brought to you by Food City, so we can hear the sights and sounds of the Dobyns Bennett Band. Are they going to the break out of this? They are. Are they going to the break out of
Yeah, it's been happening all day.
Me too.
Let's eat a fajita.
$9.99. Eat a fajita Thursdays at Beef O'Brady's. Grilled shrimp, seasoned chicken, or Angus steak fajitas. Just $9.99. Eat a fajita Thursdays at Beef's.
At Ashley Home Store, Labor Day deals start right now. For a limited time, receive 0% interest for 6 years during our Labor Day sale. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
It's time to save big on a new truck from Bill Gatton Nissan. Right now, get up to $10,000 off a new 2018 Titan or up to $4,000 off a new 2018 Frontier. Only at Bill Gatton Nissan, just off the Volunteer Parkway in Bristol.
Want to lose weight? Get started today at Weight Loss Success, a specialty clinic with proven results.
I decided to lose weight when my knees hurt all the time and getting dressed was a nightmare. Working here, I can relate with others, just like Darren, who's had great results. And look at me now.
Weight Loss Success is celebrating 15 years with a Biggest Loser contest now through the end of the year for a cash prize of $500 and specials going on now. Find the new you at Weight Loss Success in Johnson City.
Summer is almost over, but the savings are still hot at the Easterly Coleman Labor Day event. Get ready for football with 50% off all recliners. Save big on sectional sofa sleepers and leather with 50% off all upholstery. New bedroom group starting at 40% off. All dining rooms and accents at least 40% off. Special financing, 12 months same as cash, and free delivery and setup. And pick up that perfect gift from our gift shop, now 10% off. It's the Labor Day event going on now at Easterly Coleman Furniture.
At ECU, helping your money grow is important to us.
I love that my money's safe at ECU.
Your funds will be federally insured.
ECU's rates on certificates are rising. You can choose the term that's right for you.
But when that extraordinary dividend comes around, it's icing on the cake.
You can even open your accounts online.
At a branch, or give us a call.
It's a great place to invest in our future.
Great rates and great service. And that's what it means to have ECU beside you.
I am sold on Eastern Credit Union.
Beef O'Brady's 2 for $20. Now with steak and even more options to love. Pick a starter to share, then choose 2 entrees like our new Choice Cut Sirloin. All for $20. Beef O'Brady's 2 for $20. What'll you choose?
Welcome back to halftime, everyone. We're at Science Hill 14, Dobyns Bennett 14. I want to introduce Molly Austin. She's with Food City. Food City, of course, is one of our game night sponsors, along with Champion Chevrolet. And Molly, your expertise is tailgating. That sounds like the greatest job in the world.
I love it. How much fun is it to get together with a lot of people, have fun, and just enjoy a good game?
Certainly. Now, tomorrow, ETSU plays its first home game against Mars Hill, which means you'll be cooking for everybody.
No. But we will be having a good time, and of course we go out and pick tailgater of the game, so that is so much fun. Yeah. They open the gates at 8. People can come in, start setting up, and sometime after 4 we go around, look at all the tailgaters and pick the best one with the most spirit. And of course they bought some Food City items, so.
Imagine that. They shopped at Food City. Okay, tell me this. What has been the most unique food you've seen at a tailgate party so far?
Think what would be unique. Last year, one of the tailgaters cooked a whole hog.
Whole hog.
Whole hog. You ever seen one at a tailgate party?
Oh,
it was beautiful.
Whole hog. All right.
Whole hog.
Molly Austin of Food City. Molly, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Our halftime show is provided by Southern Classic Auto Wash and Lube, by the way. And we're back here in Johnson City. Well, more of live high school football on News 5. Stay with us.
That's not good.
Where do you go for routine oil changes? Southern Classic. Expert technicians keep you running right. Southern Classic Auto Wash and Express Lube.
During the final days of the National Clearance Event at Johnson City Toyota, you can save up to $7,000 on new Toyotas. Highlanders are discounted at least $3,400. Hey, we even have bonus cash available, so hurry. These deals end September 4th.
I am so glad Pal's Barbie dog is back. You and me both. I like it with slaw. I like mine without. Pass me that tea. Sure.
Pal's one-handed Barbie dog is back for a limited time. Delicious pulled pork barbecue wrapped in a hot dog bun. Pal's, great food in a flash.
The final days of my summer sales event are here. This is your last chance to buy a new four-wheel drive F-150 for as little as $26,900. I've got Escapes priced as low as $18,900, and they all come with a lifetime warranty and a complimentary service when you get them at Johnson City Ford.
Sometimes it's the little victories that mean the most. Those everyday celebrations that bring a smile to our faces and joy to our hearts. At Ingalls, we know there's no one you'd rather share those miniature, memorable moments with than family. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Imagine experiencing this level of wow, this heightened state of car buying bliss. These feelings are not uncommon at the Honda Summer Spectacular event, where you could get a great deal on the Honda Pilot with seating for up to 8. This euphoria is only available at the Honda Summer Spectacular event. So come experience it for yourself.
We see it all the time.
Visit your local Honda dealer and test drive the Honda Pilot, named part of 2018's best SUV lineup in America.
That's not good.
Who can fix brakes? Southern Classic can. Expert technicians keep you running right. Southern Classic Auto Wash and Express Lube.
You are listening to the sounds of the Science Hill Marching Band, courtesy of Sky 5 Drone, sponsored by Food City.
You can never go wrong playing Michael Jackson.
We're back here at halftime with Casey Getz. And boy, what a great first half, Casey. We're all tied up at 14. Science Hill with 2 spectacular plays, and Dobyns Bennett just methodically keeping their ball club in this game.
Yeah, really a big turn of events at the end of the half. Dobyns Bennett going into score. They fumble the ball. Science Hill recovers, but they could not get a first down so deep in their own end. They had to punt the ball. Just a 26-yard punt by Science Hill. Dobyns Bennett then takes advantage with an Ian Hicks screenplay. It was a very gutsy call with no timeouts, but it worked out, and it tied the game at 14. And Dobyns Bennett's going to get the ball to start the second half here, so should be pretty interesting. We'll see what happens.
As far as the game has gone, it's really kind of gone like the coaches thought. Now let's show some of the first half highlights.
Yeah, this is the Science Hill touchdown by Marquise Griffin there early on. 74-yard touchdown from A.J. Stewart. Ball kind of got tipped around, but that was a heck of a play right there. So Science Hill went up early. Then here's an interception by Dobyns Bennett. Cade Maupin. This was a big play. Momentum was all on Science Hill's side until Maupin came up with that interception. That was on 3rd and long.
I still can't believe he caught it.
And that led to Ian Hicks with a 3-yard touchdown run to tie the game at 7. So it was 7-7, but then, like good teams do, Science Hill answers a 42-yard touchdown run by Chris Thomas, highlighted by that spin move right there. Science Hill goes up 14-7. And then right before halftime, here's the screenplay to Ian Hicks. With 10 seconds left, he goes in and scores and ties the game at 14. So both teams turning the ball over in the first half, and it's 14-14.
So what are we going to get in the second half? What do you think?
Well, I think Dobyns Bennett's going to get the ball first, and I expect a healthy dose of Ian Hicks. And they're going to continue to bleed the clock like they've done to shorten the game. And they would like nothing more than about a 6-minute drive to start this third quarter and punch it off with a touchdown there with Ian Hicks. So I think Dobyns Bennett, if you're Dobyns Bennett, you have to feel good. I mean, they only scored 3 points in the first game, 12 in the second. They already have 14 in the first half. Yeah. So this is the best their offense has looked all season. So if you're Joey Christian right now in that locker room, you're saying, guys, we have done exactly what we want them. It's a tie game. We don't have to beat them in a 60-minute game. We have to just beat them for 30 minutes or 24 minutes, I guess now. Yeah, sorry.
Come on, you're the math genius.
I know, yeah.
All right, we'll get you ready for the second half when we return. You're watching live high school football on News 5.
That's not good.
Who can change cabin air filters? Southern Classic can. Expert technicians keep you running right. Southern Classic Auto Wash and Express Lube.
For over 40 years, we have proudly served the Kingsport and Colonial Heights communities. And now we are excited to bring Martin Dentistry to Johnson City.
So whether you're in Johnson City,
Kingsport,
or Colonial Heights,
there's a story behind every smile.
And we would love to be a part of yours.
During the final days of the national clearance event at Johnson City Toyota, you can save up to $7,000 on new Toyotas. Highlanders are discounted at least $3,400. Hey, we even have bonus cash available, so hurry. These deals end September 4th.
Love of beauty is taste. The creation of beauty is art. The Plastic Surgery Center of East Tennessee, the office of Dr. Gregory Pastrick, maintain the highest standards of quality and excellence. With years of experience, proven ability, and success, Dr. Pastrick provides his patients with guidance and treatment options to help you achieve the look you desire at any age. The Plastic Surgery Center of East Tennessee is the Tri-City's premier cosmetic facility.
The final days of my summer sales event are here. This is your last chance to buy a new 4-wheel drive F-150 for as little as $26,900. I've got Escapes priced as low as $18,900, and they all come with a lifetime warranty and a complimentary service when you get them at Johnson City Ford.
At iGo Technology, we take you where you want to go, and we make it easy to get you there. We offer high-speed wireless internet at an affordable price. With iGo, enjoy unlimited data at the speed of your choice. Our service isn't address-based, so you can stay connected outdoors, even on the lake. Wherever you're searching, liking, streaming, or gaming, let us take you where you want to go. Call 866-935-8307 to get connected today.
Are you kidding me? Seriously?
No,
No matter how many times your car gets dirty, unlimited wash packages are available at Southern Classic Auto Wash. Better and faster.
All right, welcome back to Kermit Tipton Stadium. Steve Spurrier Field, 14-14 here at halftime. There's just under 3 minutes left on the halftime clock. Both bands have performed, and it was a great halftime show on both sides, BJ.
When you talk about bands, you talk about these two bands, they're just out of this world. I mean, Dobyns Bennett always puts on a great show, but Science Hill's right there with them.
Yeah, Dobyns Bennett, their band's taking about half of the visiting bleachers tonight. Of course, they got the biggest band in the area by far, but yeah, Science Hill also had a great performance here. So the teams are just getting back onto the field right now to go through their warm-up and stretches to start the second half, and Dobyns Bennett will receive the opening kickoff here when we get going back to action here. But really, if you're Dobyns Bennett, like I said, you have to be very pleased with where you're at right now. You turned the ball over just about going into score, and it really did not hurt you because you were able to get a 3-and-out, get a short field, and score right before halftime.
The way this game is played out, Casey, who do you think it favors? The Toppers did what we thought. They jumped out. They capitalized on some mistakes, but Dobyns Bennett was able to rally. So how do you figure that all figures into everything?
I think right now it favors Dobyns Bennett. The fact that it's a tie game right now, so they can continue their style on offense, which is to take a lot of time off the clock. They don't have to hurry at all. If they were down 2 touchdowns, they have to change their entire offensive strategy. Right now, they are honoring Ken Cutlip, Science Hill basketball coach, on field. Of course, changing sports here, but basketball-wise, Science Hill, George Pitts is down there as well.
Oh, yeah.
Former
Keith
Science
Turner.
Hill King. So those are a couple of great coaches right there. George Pitts, of course, coached here at Science Hill, won a couple state titles back in the early 1990s before he spent the last about 10, 11 years at King.
One of the greatest games ever played in the Tri-Cities area was right across from us over there in Freedom Hall when Oak Hill Academy came to Johnson City to face Jovan Johnson and George Pitts, and they did not leave happy. Everybody still talks about that game, and of course George Pitts went on and coached private school down in Brentwood, and then he's now the head coach at King University, and he doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
No, I mean, it's really crazy how long he's been at King. It's been over a decade he's been at King now. And obviously Ken Cullop now at Science Hill does a great job with the Toppers, one of the better basketball programs still. Science Hill is really known for basketball.
So let's get back to this football game. We pretty much nailed it, I think, what we thought was going to happen. Both teams want to control the ball. Both teams run the spread, but they run the spread in a unique way. They don't just throw short little dinky passes. They've figured out a way to run power and sweeps out of the spread. So it makes both offenses very versatile, but it also makes the defenses for both teams kind of know what's coming because they practice against this same offense every day.
Yeah, they do. And, I think you really noticed there on that one drive, Dobyns Bennett changed up throwing it on back-to-back first downs, because I think both teams were kind of keying on the other running on first down a lot. You don't want to get into a pattern where the defense knows, okay, it's a first down, you're going to run the ball, so it's good to change it up, and both offenses, I think, did that. Science Hill's taken a couple of shots, a couple of them after the first one, they got the touchdown. The next time, there was a little miscommunication on maybe a post to a corner, and the ball was incomplete. Another time, the receiver almost stopped running, and if he would have kept going, maybe he would have caught the ball in the end zone. So I look for Science Hill to take a couple more shots deep. They've been pretty successful, and they've been open, just maybe a little miscommunication on where the ball was or where the receiver should have been going. And for Dobyns Bennett, continue to pound that rock. It's been working with Ian Hicks. It hasn't been often that he's been stopped, really. I mean, he's getting 3-4 yards a carry, and Teasner did a good job until he fumbled that one possession. We didn't see him anymore after the fumble.
And as far as Science Hill goes, Stewart's done a great job at quarterback. He did have the interception, but in some ways you could say, well, that ball could have been caught. It was kind of a toss-up.
Well, remember, actually, Stewart was out of the game that play because the helmet.
That's right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, he had to come out because his helmet came off. So that was a gutsy play call there, 3rd and 12 with a backup quarterback. Let him throw it deep, and it turned out to burn Science Hill. Cade Maupin came up with the interception for Dobyns Bennett. That led to the Ian Hicks touchdown. And we talked about the senior leadership for Dobyns Bennett with Redwine and Hicks, and so far those two seniors have really carried the load offensively for Dobyns Bennett.
Well, we've got about another minute and a half left from halftime here, Casey. And as you pointed out, Dobyns Bennett's going to get the ball first. The coach loves that strategy. Do you expect him to, again, to eat the clock like they've been doing? They've been running the clock, the play clock, down to about at least 10 seconds before they snap it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this stadium has a play clock, so they can look at it. Normally, you have to wait for the back judge to, put his hand up when it gets to 10 seconds. But Redwine, they're doing a great job. I mean, they've made no secret. This is what they do on offense. When you're the underdog and you're going up against a high-powered team, this is one of the ways where you can almost kind of play stall ball like they do in basketball with football. So really interesting strategy by Dobyns Bennett, and I see no reason why they're going to stop. I think they'll continue to try and shorten this game as much as possible.
So we're getting ready for the second half. Again, 50 seconds left, and it's 14-14, Toppers and the Indians all tied up. And who knows what's going to happen here in the second half. Here's the one thing I do know. A terrific high school football crowd on hand tonight at Johnson City, Tennessee. A lot of folks are in the stands watching our game on their iPads and their telephones, because that's kind of the world we live in now, Casey.
Yeah, having the game on Facebook Live, of course, as well. So you're able to watch the game no matter where you are in the Tri-Cities and across the. We've had people reach out to us earlier in the week. Somebody from Kentucky reached out saying, where can I watch the game? Alabama,
Florida.
Yeah,
we've had a lot. Now, this is a good time for us to thank our sponsors as we have a little time. Our play of the game is still to come, brought to you by Fairway Ford. The play of the game, we'll select that toward the end of the ball game, and we're going to have a hard time selecting the play of the game so far because there's been a lot of plays of the game. So here we go in the second half. Again, Science Hill getting ready to kick it off. Connor Rutledge will be kicking the ball, and he'll be kicking off to the Dobyns Bennett Indians, who will get the ball in the first half. And back deep for the Tribe, K.O. Taylor. And this ball will be short, and not much room there as the Toppers all over that, and we are all ready to go here in the second half, and it's first down for Dobyns Bennett from about the 35-yard line, it looks like.
Science Hill's been very consistent kicking off. They're going with those short pooch kicks. Clearly, they see something on film. They don't want to allow Dobyns Bennett to get a big return. They want to make that offense drive the length of the field, but that pooch kick not quite as good as the other one, so DB's going to start at the 35-yard line.
Again, it's your quarterback, Lyndon Redwine. Back in the spread. Hicks on his hip. It'll be a straight handoff right up the middle, and it looks like Hicks again gets the call, and he'll pick up a couple.
That's 3 yards in the cloud of dust right there. DB would be fine with that, get a couple yards, keep the clock moving. I think this is an important drive for Dobyns Bennett. They haven't led yet in this game. It's been tied or they've been behind. So let's see if they can score here and take the lead, maybe change the dynamic in this game with Science Hill playing from behind.
Play clock down to just 24 seconds, so it'll be another 10 seconds here before the play will actually come in. Redwine just takes his time as he looks over, gets the call from the coaching staff. Now as the clock gets closer to 10, they'll snap it. Redwine again with his partner Hicks in the backfield. And it'll be Hicks with another big hole over the right side. And boy, this kid is a bowling ball, isn't he?
He really is. Low, compact to the ground, loves contact. I mean, he's not going to try and dance around the defender. He'll just run over you.
When we talked to Christian about Hicks this week, his eyes lit up because he said, this guy lives in the weight room. He made himself a football player. He's bigger, he's stronger, and he's faster than he was last year. Ian Hicks, a kid to look out for as we head down this season.
And you know what, that's why you get in the weight room, so you can have these games where 25, 30 carries and still have legs in the fourth quarter.
So it's 3rd and short for the Tribe. Redwine will walk up to the line of scrimmage. Play clock down to 20. He looks over, gets the play. They'll let it run down to about 10. Hicks and Tesner both in the backfield. And it'll be a handoff, look like to Tesner that time, who is met in the backfield. And I don't think that play went anywhere, Case.
No, he did not get, maybe got a couple of inches, but it is going to be 4th down. And what do you do if you're Joey Christian? You're on your own side of the 50-yard line. It's 4th and 2. It looks like the offense is on the field right now. And now coach just said kick it. You see them walking down the sideline. I don't think he wanted to, but, you know, as the head coach, these are the tough calls you got to make, and he's bringing out the punt team here.
Shane Austin will be back for the Toppers. He's back on about his own 25-yard line. DB on 4th down and short, deciding to kick it.
You see that Science Hill line not getting anywhere near the line of scrimmage, don't want to jump.
Austin takes a low kick, goes through the middle for a couple of yards. He's hit. We're all tied up, 14-14. You are watching high school football live on News 5.
It's model year closeout at Champion Chevrolet with great selection and savings on all remaining 2018s. Check out our great selection and specials online at championjc.com. 18 Silverado Crew Cab 4x4, $36,995. 18 Sonic Impala and Spark, 22% off. 18 Equinox, 18% off. 18 Silverado HD, 15% off. We also have a great selection of the all-new 2019 Silverados in stock. Don't forget our Saturday service hours. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
Welcome back to Kermit Tipton Stadium, everyone. P.J. Johnson along with Casey Getz. It's 14-14 with 9 minutes and 15 seconds left in the third quarter of one of the best ball games we've seen all season long. The Toppers have just received a punt from Dobyns Bennett on 4th down and short. The Indians decided to let the ball go to the kicker, which was not a bad idea, as Jaden Alderson kicked it away, and Shane Austin made a catch in a couple of yards for a return, but we've got a penalty, it looks like, Casey.
Yeah, on the punt there, it looked like they called a legal block, a chop block there on Science Hill, so that should be a 15-yard penalty, and now this ball is going to go down to the 15-yard lines. That's a second personal foul penalty against Science Hill on special teams. They had one on an extra point and this one on the punt.
So Science Hill, last time they were this deep, it did not work out very well for the Toppers.
No, now this time the clock is not as much of a factor, obviously, not the end of the half.
So Stewart takes the ball, hands it off up the middle again. Looks like Thomas with the call, with the carry, I should say. No, I was wrong again. Malik Bowman. A very similar running style, and he got a couple. Second down and about 8 for the Toppers. It's really a contrast in styles here. The Toppers like to run a really fast offense and just move it down the field. And you can see our Sky 5 drone gives you a bird's eye view of what this defense looks like from the view of the heavens, I suppose. That's Stewart putting it in the air. It is complete. Out to Clifton Maxwell. He turns it up over the middle for the first down. Maxwell bringing the ball out to the 35-yard line.
Some great moves there by Maxwell, the yak, the yards after catch. He caught that short of the first down marker, but turned upfield quickly. And you like to see, you don't want him dancing around sideline to sideline. You want to go upfield. Maxwell did that, got the first down. That's the first down for Science Hill in quite a while.
The Toppers with more spin moves than a washing machine tonight. That's the second time we've seen the spin move work. And again, it's a play right up the middle. Hard running there by Thomas as Stewart just hands it off. Again, this Topper offense, they just get to the line and snap it.
Yeah, really polar opposites from Science Hill wants to run a lot of plays. Even though they run the ball first, they want to run a lot of plays. Dobyns Bennett. Let's take another look at that pass here to Maxwell from the previous play.
Stewart with the rollout. He sees his man fall down, it looks like, and that pass will be incomplete. So we'll have 3rd and long for the Toppers.
Okay, now we got the replay from the previous first down, and nice, confident little 3-step drop out to Maxwell, and he does the rest for the first down. And now, though, Science Hill, 3rd and 9. You figure they're going to have to go to the air again. Watch out for Maxwell and Griffin. They've been the 2 favorite targets so far for A.J. Stewart.
Stewart out of the spread. He'll drop back to throw. It's Stewart taking his time. Big rush. He scrambles. He's going to be hit in the backfield and sacked for a loss. Dobyns Bennett rising to the challenge with a big sack. I think it's the first one on A.J. Stewart.
Nice play there by Dobyns Bennett. Blake Hammett, one of the several defenders in there for Dobyns Bennett. That time, That's a coverage sack. Stewart had a lot of time, didn't see anything open, then eventually the pocket broke down. So that's a great job by the secondary of Dobyns Bennett to stay with the receivers, and then the defensive line gets to Stewart and brings him down.
Nate Whitley with a sack on that as well, an assist on that tackle. So it'll be once again a time for Grant Wilson to punt this ball away, and Wilson does just that. And DB will get a chance to return it down the right sidelines and out of bounds. They'll have 1st and 10. You're watching high school football live on News 5.
For almost 25 years, Lexus of Kingsport has sold the highest quality luxury automobiles and provided award-winning service to our customers.
And when you buy from Lexus of Kingsport, we'll continue to provide free pickup and delivery when your vehicle is due for service.
Lexus of Kingsport.
Mom, the plug doesn't work.
Okay, sweetie, I'm going to book an appointment with Precision Electrical.
Contact Precision Electrical today for all of your electrical repair and rewiring needs.
Electrician.
And welcome back to Johnson City. We had a personal foul on that play, Casey, so now Dobyns Bennett's in great shape.
That's the 3rd personal foul against Science Hill from their special teams. That's something they have to clean up. You're just giving away 15 yards right there. Science Hill has to clean up, be more disciplined on their special teams.
So we'll let the clock run down, and that's exactly what's happened as Redwine will take the snap from the spread, fake to the fullback, and then there's the throw out to the tight end that we've been expecting all night, huh?
Yeah, that's big Charlie Browder. Joey Christian told us he has great hands. He plays basketball, 6'7". He just turned around. Redwine hit him right between the 8 and the 8, and Browder did the rest.
You can see how big that guy is. I mean, he is a huge target. As Casey mentioned, a basketball player, good hands. Not the fastest guy in the world, but when you're a tight end, you just need to get open, Casey.
Yeah, Charlie Browder, I mean, I covered him last year in basketball. Of course, Dobyns Bennett, their basketball team, had a great season last year. And that'd be a weapon to continue maybe to use here across the middle with Charlie Browder.
So it'll be 2nd down and short. Redwine back in the spread once again. Looks like Hicks is on his hip. Hicks has really carried the load tonight. He'll do it again up the middle for the 1st down. And the Tribe continues to move down the field.
He's just such a Hicks hits that hole and goes. I mean, he's not, somebody, of course, my Steelers, Le'Veon Bell likes to dance around back there. I mean, Ian Hicks gets it and he goes north and south.
It's 14-14 with 6 minutes and 5 seconds left. Your scoreboard tonight brought to you by HMG, Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, your health partner for life. The play clock at 24, which means we've got about 14 seconds to do anything.
Plenty of time.
This is such a contrast in styles tonight. Science Hill can't wait to play. DB waits all night, but it's working for both teams. Redwine back in the spread, waiting for the snap. High snap again, but again, he's able to hand that ball off, and Hicks takes a little loop, but makes some yards.
And you see here the game clock. We've already played half of the 3rd quarter, and this is only the 2nd possession for Dobyns Bennett in the quarter. Science Hill has had 1. So the game is being shrunken, and that's exactly what Dobyns Bennett wants.
And we'd like to welcome all our friends that are watching on Facebook tonight, and our good friend over in Kingsport, Chance Scott Kia, sponsoring our Facebook live broadcast tonight. Thanks, Chance.
We haven't seen him since we were on the golf course.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
We need to tell him we need to tee it up. 2nd down. Tribe on the move. Redwine waiting for the snap. He'll get it, and he'll hand it off. And again, it's Hicks. And I thought the ball popped out, but it was a helmet again.
Hicks just short of the 1st down there. So that'll set up about a 3rd and a long 1 or a short 2 for Dobyns Bennett. And, the last time they had a 3rd down, they gave it to Tesner on the carry. And I would expect this time to probably give to number 30 again.
Well, if you're Science Hill, you expect, it's going to be Hicks. 3rd down, they have to make it. Sure, they're going to give it to Hicks. So why not give it to Tesner and just throw everybody a deceptive move, I suppose. We'll see what they do. 3rd down and short. You certainly have some options. Would you be surprised if they went right to the end zone on this play?
A little bit. Yeah, I think they're going to try and get the 1st down. Redwine going to be under center here, the I formation.
Yeah, and Hicks will be the tailback in that. He'll have a lead blocker, and they gave it to Hicks. He did get the block, and there he goes up the middle down to the 5-yard line. Ian Hicks churning up some yards as Dobyns Bennett is 5 yards from taking the lead in this game for the first time.
When you're in the shotgun, you can kind of pretend to say, okay, we're going to throw the ball too, but when you line up an I formation, you're saying we're coming right at you. The offensive line, we'll take a look at the replay here. The offensive line did a great job creating holes in Ian Hicks. Again, running north and south. There's no hesitation, just right up the middle. I love that about him. He doesn't try and go east and west, and that's 1st and goal for Dobyns Bennett as we are now under 4 minutes left here in the third quarter.
First down for the Tribe. Play clock down to 13. They'll let it click down. Eat as much time as they can. They want to shorten this game, and they're trying to take the lead for the first time. Again, it's Hicks over the left side. Ball's out. Topper's on it. Oh, my goodness. That ball got popped right out by a helmet, and it looks like the Toppers have it on their own 2-yard line.
That was Joshua Santiago who caused it, and Nick Copenhaver again comes up with the ball. That's his second fumble recovery, but Josh Santiago was the man who caused that fumble. Let's take another look at that replay if we can. Another big momentum stopper. Hicks looked like he was about just across the line, and Santiago lowers the helmet on the ball. What a play by Josh Santiago for Science Hill. Wow, what a touchdown saving tackle there by Santiago.
So that quarterback saves the day. Now it's the quarterback that's trying to turn it around, and he hands it off up the middle. And Chris Thomas gets a couple of yards because they are deep in their own territory. So anything they get, maybe about a 4-yard carry there by Thomas. And Science Hill's now on the move. Be second down and a long 5, maybe 6 yards. This time it'll be Thomas getting to, oh boy, he was one block from breaking that. Chris Thomas again on the left side sweep there if he took the little handoff from A.J. Stewart. And Science Hill is first down and 10 from their own 15 now.
And here they go, they're going fast.
They are going fast. Thomas off the left side for a couple more.
That really, Dobyns Bennett has to be kicking themselves. They have fumbled the ball twice inside the Science Hill 10-yard line. Now the first one, they were able to get it back and score, but they were a yard away from taking the lead in this game.
It almost looked like Hicks thought he was about to score, and just as he led up, he got whacked. So it'll be Stewart taking the snap from the spread. It'll be Stewart over the right side. A bunch of Indians are going to corral him and knock him out of bounds. He had nowhere to go.
No, and let's see if the Dobyns Bennett defense can do what they did at the end of the first half. Now, obviously, Science has already gotten the first down here, but if they can stop them on this third down, they're only at the 16-yard line or 19-yard line now. So if they can keep them from getting the first down, DB would get good field position.
So this could be the play of the game. A.J. Stewart at quarterback. He's been calm and cool so far. He'll hand it off to Thomas. Thomas is met in the backfield, and he is not going to get anything on third down.
A little surprised there on 3rd and 6 to see a run like that, but Noah Davis, 6'4", 319. Tough to run around that, and he makes a nice stop. It's now 4th down for Science Hill, and they're going to have to punt the ball.
Grant Wilson's going to have to come back in and punt this thing. And last time Wilson was back here, it was not a very good punt, and DB got excellent field position. So we got 1:38 left in the third quarter. We're all tied at 14 in one of the best games we've had so far this year. Perfect snap to the big guy, and Wilson lets it go. It'll be deep down the right side with a fair catch. And you are watching High School Football Live on News 5.
He was an adventurous boy, about knee-high to a grasshopper when his curiosity with bugs first began. His mother always encouraged his exploration, but was surprised when he didn't grow out of his fascination with insects. Guess there wasn't much of a chance of that ever happening. And it's a good thing, too. Mom is proud to say her son and his team of experts have grown up and built one of the best pest control companies around. So pick up the phone and call the pros at Leo's, and you'll be glad you did.
We're all tied at 14, and Dobyns Bennett has the ball at midfield. It'll be a play over the middle. Again, that looks like Hicks for a big run of about 8 yards.
I'll tell you what, I really like that play. He fumbled right on the goal line the last time DB had the ball. Give it right back to Hicks. I mean, he has been your workhorse all night. You wouldn't be in this game without him. Way to show confidence there by the Dobyns Bennett offensive staff. Give it right back to number 30.
So we got 1:03 left in the third quarter in a nail-biter. All tied up at 14. Both teams have had their chances. And now Dobyns Bennett is trying to cash in where they were turned away on their own, maybe what, 1.5, 2 yard line last time as Hicks fumbled. Redwine at quarterback, letting the clock run down. When it gets down to about 10, he'll take the snap. Motion play, handoff again, and Hicks is hit this time in the backfield. I think the Toppers are catching on to this offense.
Yeah, they're really keen on Ian Hicks right now. That was Copenhaver in on the stop, and that will likely be the last play of the third quarter. I don't think Dobyns Bennett will be in any hurry to run the play in the final 20 seconds.
No, I think you're right. We'll let it click down here and see what happens. It is 14-14 in the third quarter. This is a great ball game on a beautiful night here in Johnson City, Tennessee. You are watching high school football live on News 5.
At Hilltop Auto Parts, bring your junk cars or scrap metal and get top pay. We buy core batteries and aluminum wheels. We're Kingsport's only car crushers and pull your own parts center. We sell used campers, saving you money, paying you money. Hilltop Auto Parts next to Kingsport Speedway.
You said it, Tucker. FriendshipCars.com has a deal for everyone. Save on over 2,000 cars and trucks. All your favorite brands. Ford, Hyundai, Volvo, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Honda, Nissan, Indian Motorcycles, and Polaris Off-Road. All including a lifetime warranty and express checkout for easy online buying. Hurry in now or visit FriendshipCars.com.
We're dealing!
Do you have cleanup work or firewood to chop? The RTV X900 is the modern workhorse for you. Easily maneuver over extreme terrain with Kubota's independent rear suspension and standard skid plates. Don't worry about power with Kubota. A shaft drive transmission and torque-filled Kubota diesel engine will trample your daily chores.
I'm William Jones. Come test drive an RTV today at Johnson City Kubota. With over 20 in stock, we'll find the right workhorse for you.
Head straight to Toyota of Kingsport,
where you can take advantage of some of the biggest discounts ever on new Toyotas.
Save $1,500 on new Corollas, $1,750 on new Highlanders, and $2,500 on new RAV4s.
Toyota of Kingsport, where saving people money is a Hill family tradition.
Hi, I'm Mike Milhorn, owner of Up Against the Wall Gallery. I've been a custom framer for over 50 years. If you have something you want framed, it's worth framing correctly.
Up Against the Wall Gallery, Kingsport's best kept secret.
Love of beauty is taste. The creation of beauty is art. The Plastic Surgery Center of East Tennessee, the office of Dr. Gregory Pastrick, maintain the highest standards of quality and excellence. With years of experience, proven ability, and success, Dr. Pastrick provides his patients with guidance and treatment options to help you achieve the look you desire at any age. The Plastic Surgery Center of East Tennessee is the Tri-City's premier cosmetic facility.
J&J Auto Sales isn't your ordinary buy here, pay here dealership. Why? Because J&J Auto Sales has no credit checks and Kingsport's biggest selection of buy here, pay here cars, trucks, even campers and boats. Check us out at usedcarkingsport.com or on the John B. Dennis Highway across from Powell's.
Who will win the Fairway Ford Play of the Game? We'll have that in our post-game show. But right now, it's fourth quarter action in a great ball game and a pass that was nearly returned the other way as Redmond did not see the defender there. His number 22 was all over that ball. That was Copenhaver again, all over the ball.
But it was a great catch by Charlie Browder. Redwine threw that low and outside, and the big 6'7" tight end went down to the turf and cradled that like he was holding a small child there. That's a big first down for Dobyns Bennett.
That certainly was. He was about an inch away from a touchdown for Science Hill. Copenhaver was almost in the right position to pick that off. So here we go again, first down. Redmond letting the clock run down and almost ran the clock out. And again, it's that main man, Hicks, Ian Hicks, churning up the middle for another 8-yard gain.
You wonder now, twice they fumbled going in. Maybe they should try throwing it here towards the end zone. Maybe try a different route to try and score here.
Different.
Yeah.
They're knocking on the door in a 14-14 game, 11 minutes to play. Science Hill and Dobyns Bennett all tied at 14. Redwine
No hurry whatsoever. Play clock is at 18 right now. They get up to the line. It looks like you think they're going to snap it, then they all look up to the sidelines and get the play call.
Redwine is a patient man, and he's waiting for that snap. As the play clock's down to almost 5, he'll hand it off up the middle. That's Tesner again. They switched it up, Case.
Yeah, Hicks leading the blocking there, the offensive line opening holes, and Tesner does the rest. That's another first down for Dobyns Bennett, and the problem hasn't been moving the ball for Dobyns Bennett. It's been getting it into the end zone once they get down inside the 10-yard line.
And it looks like Science Hill's defense is starting to get a little tired. They've been on the field a lot tonight.
And they're just standing around, too. You see a lot of hands on hips, and they got to get into the stance, especially the defensive linemen, and they've been in that stance for about 20, 30 seconds of play.
So Redwine letting the clock run down, and then as Casey said, he'll look over to the sidelines, he'll get a play, and then as the clock gets to 10, he'll turn and snap it under center, back now, out of the spread, with Hicks on one side. It's to the air we go, and he had his big tight end. Looked like he was open, but he overthrew him.
Yeah, they were looking for Cade Moppet there.
That was Cade Moppet on that one.
Yeah, a little stop and go. And Shane Austin was all over Moppin there. This is good. That was a nice play there by Shane Austin on defense. So I like the play call. Take a shot there on first down. It's you're in 4-down territory right now. Well, obviously maybe get a field goal, get a little bit closer, but right now it's on the 23-yard line. You'd be looking at a 40-yard field goal if you didn't pick up any more yards on second or third down.
London Redwine can make all the throws. That's what Joey Christian told us, and he's proved that tonight. He has been high a couple of times on his passes in the longer variety. So Redwine waiting for the snap. He'll hand it off the middle, and again it's Hicks. Hicks stumbling around and turning. Just pure brute strength to get close to the first down. Not sure he got it.
Yeah, that's a nice play there by Hicks. Santiago on the stop there. It is third down. He did not get the first. As the clock ticks under 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It's a big play right here for the Science Hill defense.
They've done it before. Can they do it again? Can they turn away the Indians?
And right now, 3rd and 1. I mean, this has to be Ian Hicks all the way. I mean, he's your best. You want to go best on best. Just say it's coming at you. If you can stop it, good luck. But I have to think this is going to be 30 right up the middle.
If it is, it'll be in the I formation. It looks like they're coming out in the I formation as Redwine goes under center. It's Tesner as the lead blocker and Hicks in the tail spot. But he handed it off to Tesner, I believe.
A little fullback dive.
And that should have been enough for the first down. And it is a first down. And Dobyns Bennett, they're on the way.
They've had the ball the entire fourth quarter and coming up on 3 minutes here off the clock in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line now for Dobyns Bennett.
And that's our Sky 5 drone brought to you by Food City, showing you this beautiful facility here in Johnson City, Tennessee. I mean, this rivals a lot of college campuses. It really does, Casey.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, ETSU played here, of course, for the first couple of years. They were back with a football program for their stadium on campus.
Redwine under center, again, the I formation, but this time another fumble, and the ball's loose, but it looked like DB grabbed it. The Toppers did not see it. It was up for grabs, and look at that.
Redwine.
It is Redwine.
Wow, this is unbelievable. The 3rd fumble for Dobyns Bennett. This one inside the 15-yard line. There's a flag on the play.
Motion.
Legal procedure on the offense.
They'll take that rather than the fumble.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But I'm telling you, Redwine saved the day there. That ball was up for grabs. I don't know how the Toppers didn't see it.
Yeah, Joey Christian, he is hot. He's on the field trying to talk to the officials there. He doesn't like that call at all. The referee will go over and give him the explanation of who the penalty was on and why they called it. I still don't think Coach Christian, though, liked that penalty call there, but he also can't be happy with another fumble by his offense inside the red zone.
The DB staff pretty smart tonight, wearing shorts. It's a good look on a hot night in Johnson City.
I've seen Coach Christian in shorts in November. I believe in years past, he wears shorts all the time.
My kind of guy. All right, here we go. First down for the Toppers and 15. Second down. Well, I need to change it then.
Oh, here's first down.
It's first down because of the penalty. Red, white, under center, I formation. Hicks gets the call up the middle, hard running there at the heart of that Topper defense, but he gets a couple because he's just that strong.
All right, so you almost got the penalty yards back.
So now they can reset their offense on second down.
Say about 11 or 12 yards, though, to go.
They've been in this position a couple of times tonight and been turned away. Will a third time be a charm for the Dobyns Bennett Indians? Trying to take the lead in a 14-14 game with 7 minutes and 35 seconds left to play in this contest. Another I formation, power running formation. Red wide, under center, barking out some signals, looking to see if he's going to change the play, but he doesn't. He hands it off, and there's a big hole over the left side, and there's that man. Hicks, again, cutting back and getting close to the first down.
Yeah, that run a little different than most we've seen. He kind of bounced that one outside off the tackle and picked up a nice gain. It's third down now, and if you're Science Hill's defense, you have to make priority number one, stopping number 30, and make somebody else beat you.
Well, we've said it a couple of times tonight. I'll say it again. The play of the game right here, perhaps. Maybe this is going to be the fairway forward play of the game. Who knows? Third down with everything riding on it. 6 minutes and 38 seconds to go. Red wide, barking out the signals. Into the spread. Shot clock. Play clock, I should say, down to 10 seconds. Back in the spread. Hicks on one side. Tesner on the other. It's a handoff to Tesner up the middle. And not a lot of room there, Casey.
Yeah, he did not get the first down. It is going to be fourth down. And now what do you do if you're Dobyns Bennett? You try a chip shot field goal to try and take the lead.
Now, Alderson has a pretty good leg. Well, it's time for us to take a break. You are watching high school football live on News 5.
At Ashley Home Store, Labor Day deals start right now. For a limited time, receive 0% interest for 6 years during our Labor Day sale. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
During the final days of the National Clearance Event at Johnson City Toyota, you can save up to $7,000 on new Toyotas. Highlanders are discounted at least $3,400. Hey, we even have bonus cash available, so hurry. These deals end September 4th.
We have an injury on the field here in Johnson City. It looks like Caden McNabb of Dobyns Bennett is down on the field. The play there on third down, Casey, a lot of guys has collided together as Tesner was trying to get the first down, and McNabb is moving around, but it looks like he got a pretty good stinger there.
Yeah, you see the Science Hill players taking a knee as well as you see in the high school fields around here, showing their respect. I mean, these guys on opposite sides, but nobody wants to see anybody get hurt out there, and this is going to be a big play upcoming for Dobyns Bennett, a 4th and 4 with 6:06 left in the fourth quarter.
So, Casey, let me throw this at you. You're Joey Christian. You've been an assistant coach for 15 years. You finally get your chance at being a head coach. You're 0-2. You got a chance to kick a field goal and take the lead against your biggest rival, or do you go for it and get a first down and try to win it that way?
I kick the field goal and try and take the points. I mean, you're looking at a 22-yard field goal. Is basically like an extra point. So I think I would kick the field goal.
So while we have a injury on the field, we're going to take another timeout. You're watching high school football live on News 5.
At iGo Technology, we take you where you want to go, and we make it easy to get you there. We offer high-speed wireless internet at an affordable price. With iGo, enjoy unlimited data at the speed of your choice. Our service isn't address-based, so you can stay connected outdoors, even on the lake. Wherever you're searching, liking, streaming, or gaming, let us take you where you want to go. Call 866-935-8307 to get connected today.
And we're back in Johnson City. 6 minutes, 6 seconds left. 14-14. Dobyns Bennett lining up. for a field goal to potentially take the lead in this game. Jaden Alderson, a junior, with the left foot. He kicks it, it's up, and it is good, and Dobyns Bennett has the lead. It is now 17-14. So the Toppers are trailing for the first time. You're watching high school football live on News 5.
I am so glad Pal's Barbie dog is back.
You and me both.
I like it with slaw.
I like mine without.
Pass me that tea.
Sure.
Pal's one-handed Barbie dog is back for a limited time. Delicious pulled pork barbecue wrapped in a hot dog bun. Pal's, great food in a flash.
While we got a second, we're going to thank all our sponsors tonight. Instant Replay has been brought to you by HMG, Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, your health partner for life. HMG also sponsoring our scoreboard tonight. Facebook Live, presented by Chance Scott and Kia. Hi to all the folks in Facebook land that are watching us there. The pregame was brought to you by Southern Classic Auto Wash and Lube. They also sponsored our halftime. And our drone, the Sky 5 drone, brought to you by Food City. A beautiful view high above this great facility here in Johnson City, Tennessee, Steve Spurrier Field. And boy, what a game we have. The Toppers have led all game until now, and Dobyns Bennett has seized a 17-14 lead with 5 minutes and 41 seconds to go, and it'll be the Toppers 1st and 20 as the ball sails out of the end zone.
Yeah, Alderson there with the kick touchback. So now Science Hill really for the first time. Let's see what this offense does having to play from behind. You know they're going to play fast. I mean, 5:39 is an eternity in high school football with the clock stopping on first downs, and as fast as Science Hill moves, the clock is not an issue right now.
Again, it'll be A.J. Stewart, as has been for most of the night. He's the quarterback. He's the man that makes everything go. Chris Thomas sitting behind him. And there he is scrambling. He's got a lane, but he's hit from behind. He'll be brought down. Some good recovery there by Dobyns Bennett, as it looks like some terrific play there by number 29. That is Jackson Martin, who ran him down from behind.
Yeah, great hustle by Martin not to give up on the play. He was pushed way outside, and there was not a lot of defenders on the left side of that field. Great job by Martin to get back into play.
Still a good game by the Toppers. 2nd down, Toppers on the move. It's Stewart in the backfield, rolling right, throwing out in the flat to number 4. That is Marquise Griffith, who spins around for the 1st down.
Yeah, Griffin had the first touchdown of the game for Science Hill, and you're going to see the Toppers trying to move pretty fast here, and they want to be up-tempo and move as quickly as they can.
When you got guys like Shane Austin and Marquise Griffin out there in wide receiver land, they can move. They can pick them up and put them down. Again, it's Stewart in the backfield. He's rolling to his right. He's throwing deep, and he has a receiver out there, and that ball is... Oh, the official is saying he caught it. Did he drop it or did he catch it?
They're saying that's a completion there, but that ball definitely popped out. Let's see if we can get a replay of that one right there. That's a big catch to Joshua Santiago, but that ball looked like it popped out for sure. Science Hill's going to hurry up and go, though.
Here we go. Science Hill, 1st down. Did they get it off before the whistle?
Timeout.
Oh, timeout Science Hill. Interesting.
I think maybe it's timeout Dobyns Bennett. I think the referees maybe made a mistake. Here's the replay of that pass from Stewart deep to Santiago. I mean, Science Hill came out aggressive on this drive here. Now watch the ball. Looks like it popped out.
Maybe he did have it, and then he was out of bounds. They're saying he had possession and then went out of bounds, I believe. But boy, that was a tug of war there going on with Nick Bristol of DB. He was right with Santiago step for step, but what a throw that was by A.J. Stewart. A teardrop that came from the heavens right into the old breadbasket.
And he rolled out to his left, so going across the body to make that throw. Santiago, though, comes down with it, and I'm not sure if the officials saw that ball scored out or not.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens here after the timeout. Looks like Science Hill is raring to go. They're on the move.
I do like that timeout by Dobyns Bennett. Clearly, they were a little discombobulated after that call there, so try and settle down.
From the 32-yard line. It'll be a little flanker pass out to the right. The broken screen there. He's got a window, and he will be just short. Oh, my goodness. What a move there that was by Clifton Maxwell as he got up just short of the touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, that's an easy throw out. Maxwell does the rest here. What a play there for Science Hill, just how quickly they can move the ball here. Now inside the 5-yard line, I would look for Thomas or maybe Stewart even on a quarterback keeper. Now, if you're Science Hill, you're not really in any hurry right now either. You want to take a couple seconds off the clock here if possible.
Yeah, it's 4 minutes and 25 seconds left in the game. Indians up 17-14. But if you score here very quickly, then DB's got all day to come right back and score again. But Stacy Carter loves the up-tempo. He has not been shy about running that. Under center this time. It'll be A.J. Stewart. A little I formation for the Toppers for the first time. Big handoff. Oh, hit in the backfield. That looked like Thomas getting the handoff. As soon as he got it, he was surrounded.
That was Bowman, I think, that time on the carry for Science Hill out of the I formation. And then DB all over that one here. And really, if I'm Science Hill, I don't think that's the worst thing in the world not to score on first down. Let that clock continue to run and not give DB a lot of time on the back end if they do punch it in here and score.
They got the DB band cranking it up now as Science Hill steps to the line with A.J. Stewart in command. Again, I formation for the Toppers. A power running formation. And that's what they'll do, a power run. Touchdown, Malik Bowman. The Toppers are back on top.
That was just old-fashioned football there. Power I formation right up the middle. Science Hill quickly responds, and we wondered how they would respond trailing for the first time. They marched right down the field and score a touchdown there for Bowman.
And the key play was that long pass, the teardrop.
If it was a completion or not.
Well, the official said it was, and
that's
all that matters.
That's right.
And there's your extra point, and it is good, and the Toppers lead it 21-17 with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. It's all up to, well, it's all up to Dobyns Bennett. Let's see a replay on this case.
This is the pass out to Maxwell, the little short screen. He breaks the tackle there at the 34 and turns on the Jets and kind of gets tripped up there inside the 5. But it is amazing how quickly they went back. And that is a big extra point to make it a 4-point game now. So now Dobyns Bennett needs a touchdown. Here's a replay, the touchdown run by Bowman right up the middle, following the offensive line. And Science Hill back in front. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left. Dobyns Bennett has 2 timeouts. Still a lot of time left in the game. I think they can stay with Hicks on the ground. Maybe they're not going to be able to take the time off the play clock like they have, but they can still stay with the running game.
And you wonder how that will affect them because they're used to taking their time. In a hurry-up offense, you have to wonder, can DB handle that? When we talked to Coach Christian, he said that he thought his team just needed to learn how to win. And this will be certainly a test for them.
And really, he talked about success and confidence, kind of like the chicken and the egg. What comes first? Does confidence lead to success, or does success lead to confidence? And he said coming into this game, his team's confidence was shaken a little bit. But the way they played tonight here on the road, you have to think Dobyns Bennett has some confidence now.
So we have a kickoff fielded by Dobyns Bennett, and it's a good return by the Indians. That is Chase Jenkins. He brings the ball up past the 40-yard line.
They go mark down, I think, at the 37. So 63 yards separating Dobyns Bennett from a potential win here tonight. 3-11. I really think they can stick with their ground game, but again, just get back to the line quickly.
Yeah, they have plenty of time to do what they want to do. The question is, do you take a shot here, or do you stick to your game plan and try to grind it out and get into range to where you can take a shot?
We've officials timeout for a player for Science Hill down on the field. Looks at his Joshua Santiago down on the field being attended to.
Again, thanking all our sponsors tonight. Facebook Live, if you're watching on Facebook, a big hello from both me and Casey. And Chance Scott Kia, coming on board to sponsor our Facebook Live. We know everybody doesn't have a television set or can't come to the games. For those that can't, it's a perfect way to watch some great high school football. Our good friends at Southern Classic Auto Wash and Lube helped us out at halftime and in the pregame. And our instant replay tonight provided by HMG, Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, your health partner for life. And they were kind enough to support our scoreboard as well. The big question is, who will win the play of the game, the Fairway Ford play of the game? Earlier tonight, our game night coverage began at 5 o'clock. And as always, the good folks at Champion Chevrolet and Food City sponsor our game night coverage at 5, 5:30, and 6 o'clock on News 5. So that's terrific for them, and it was nice to hear from Tim Copenhaver at halftime. A proud papa. His kid has played a well of a ball game.
Yeah, he's had 2 fumble recoveries on the defense. He would love a third right now to pretty much seal this game here for Science Hill.
2 old rivals coming down to 3 minutes and 11 seconds. Here we go. Dobyns Bennett into the spread. It's Redwine taking the snap. He'll hand it up the middle. That's Hicks with a big hole. Hicks bounding his way about 9 yards.
Not bad for first down right there if you're Dobyns Bennett. Again, now get up to the line, and you want to be a little quicker now than you normally have been for the Indians. Still just under 3 minutes left, so they can take their time, but got to be a little bit quicker.
This play clock is a little something new for TSSAA, but it helps you kind of keep up with the officials. So Redwine in the backfield. Hicks on his hip. It'll be Hicks again. Another big hole, and Hicks has a first down. We're past midfield.
And the clock stops on first down, so the Indians now can get the next play in here and continue to go faster. You can stay with the ground game as long as you're getting first downs. Still plenty of time left. Already across midfield, so the whole playbook is open for Dobyns Bennett.
It certainly is. Still in the spread formation. Will they throw the ball? They will. At a screen out here. That's Maupin, and Maupin breaks a tackle. He'll break another tackle and get another first down, but there is a flag on the play.
There is. I think Charlie Browder, the tight end for Dobyns Bennett, is going to get called for holding. We'll see if we can get another look at this one here, but I believe it's going to be holding on Dobyns Bennett, and it is. I think Charlie Browder, 88, was the guilty party.
Oh, boy, a big gainer there by Maupin, who broke a couple of tackles. I thought for a second there he had a chance to score, Casey, because he had a lane, but the Toppers were able to close in on him and drag him down. But now it doesn't matter because there was a penalty, and the Toppers leading 21-17, the last thing that the Indians wanted to see.
Yeah, now you got a 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so it's still first down though, but it's going to be tough to really run the ball too much out because the clock is also moving right now as we're approaching the 2-minute mark.
We certainly are. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Redwine. Again, Hicks on his hip. Will they continue to run the ball? No, Redwine throws it, and he's got his target. It looks like it is complete. We'll see what it is when he gets up. Again, that's number 8, Chase Jenkins, with a diving catch.
Really nice catch there by Jenkins to go down. That was a low ball. Jenkins went down and caught it, and DB now getting right back up to the line, and they're going to have to hustle a little bit here.
1:46. Their enemy right now is not Science Hill, it's that clock. They've got to get down the field. Redwine handing off. It's Hicks breaking it off the left side. He needs a block. He gets a block on the 20. It's Hicks down to the 10. He's inside the 10-yard line. Oh, my goodness, what a run.
The draw on 2nd and long. What a play call there by Dobyns Bennett. The last thing you think they would do was call a draw, and it worked to perfection. Hicks down inside the 10-yard line. And now let's check out this replay of that play here. What a play call here. The draw, the pass rush goes up the field. Hicks breaks the tackle there. He's off to the races, and now Dobyns Bennett will slow down. The clock suddenly is their friend after it was their enemy 30 seconds ago.
When you are Joey Christian and you spent your life in the trenches, you count on your linemen to deliver. And that's what they delivered there on a draw play. As Casey said, took everybody by surprise because you think that's the last thing you would run. But when you got blockers like that, you can do it.
The student section of Dobyns Bennett loves that. Now we have a timeout by Science Hill. They're going to use their 3 timeouts here on defense to try and allow as much time on the clock as possible if Dobyns Bennett were to score here, leave themselves some time to possibly come back here. So now it's a interesting strategy using your timeouts when you're ahead, but I like this call by Stacey Carter to try and leave some time so in case Dobyns Bennett scores, Science Hill could get the ball back and have some time.
These guys have played 97 times. Is that right? We looked that up
This
earlier
will
tonight.
be the 90. This is the 97. Yeah.
Out of 97 games, this is the one we picked to televise. I think we picked the right one.
We have. This has been a great game. Dobyns Bennett was a clear underdog in this game. They've lost 6 in a row to Science Hill. And if Science Hill wins tonight, 7 in a row over Dobyns Bennett would be the longest winning streak for Science Hill over their rivals from Kingsport. DB 0-2 on the season, and what a first win for Joey Christian it would be if it comes against Science Hill. But they have to take care of the ball. They fumbled it 3 times inside the red zone, so Dobyns Bennett has to take care of the ball here. 2 hands on the ball. Ball security, number 1 priority here.
They would love to score with no time left on the clock. Will it happen? Redwine takes a snap, hands it off. Little flare to the left side, and that'll be a gainer, just short.
That's a nice faked it to Tesner, throws it out to Hicks. Now he goes out of bounds, so that stops the clock. So that's good for Science Hill that the clock stops. They didn't have to burn another timeout.
Now do you come back and run Hicks to the wide side of the field?
I think you would run the ball here. It's second down. You have 3 downs to get the yards for the first down. They can.
We'll see what happens. Redwine stepping up, letting that play clock run down, talking to his lineman. Here we go. 21-17. The Tribe on the move. Straight handoff. That's Hicks. He breaks the tackle, runs over a guy, and scores! Ian Hicks with a bulldozer for a touchdown. Oh, my goodness.
Wow, he ran over Copenhagen right there. Ian Hicks lowers the shoulder. They say low man wins in football, and Ian Hicks was the low man. Dobyns Bennett retakes the lead. What a fourth quarter we've had here.
Oh, my goodness. How's that weight room working out for you, Ian Hicks? He just lifted the whole world of Kingsport on his shoulders and scored.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, 2 rushing, 1 receiving. Now, this is a big extra point here to make it a 3-point game.
And the kick is up, and the kick is good. Oh, boy. Do we have enough time for a miracle? 1:06 left.
Here, the replay. Watch Hicks lower the shoulder right there.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, what a touchdown run there by Ian Hicks. And that's why you live in the weight room, PJ.
Ian Hicks playing the role of Herschel Walker, and Copenhagen playing the role of Bill Bates. For those that are old enough to remember that. Oh, my goodness. What a run. What a run that was. Well, so the table is set. 24-21. The Tribe on top. The Dobyns Bennett Indians leading with 1 minute and 6 seconds left. And the Toppers are going to have to go to the air, but they've shown tonight, Casey, they can certainly play that game.
Oh, yes, they can. They can throw the ball. Obviously, the kickoff here will be big as well. We'll see if Alderson can put it in the end zone to make him drive the length of the field. If you're Science Hill, you have to be a little shell-shocked here. You score with under 4 minutes left to take the lead, and then you let Dobyns Bennett answer. What a response by the Indians here in the second half of this game.
Ian Hicks must have 200 yards rushing tonight. I mean, he's been all over the place, just a stalwart of the offense and breaking tackles. Well, here we go.
We'll see if Alderson can kick it into the end zone and not allow Science Hill a chance at a return here.
Alderson with the boot. It's high, it's long, it'll be down and out of the end zone. Shane Austin thought about trying to make the catch, but he lets it go. It'll be first down and 20, or first down from the 20 for the Science Hill Hilltoppers.
66 seconds left here for Science Hill. They need a field goal to tie the game, touchdown to win. They have 2 timeouts. Remember, clock stops on a first down, so they have plenty of time and timeouts as well. Whole field is open.
We have Santiago out wide left. Maxwell's in the slot. A.J. Stewart looking over his options.
Timeout, Dobyns Bennett. I think they wanted to maybe see the formation there and have the defensive coaches give one final message to the team. That's the second timeout for Dobyns Bennett. Now, this will be the first time all game where Science Hill has to throw it, and DB knows they have to throw it as well. So we'll see if maybe they play a little softer coverage, give him the underneath stuff, but just don't let anybody go deep over you.
If you're watching a game other than this, it better be a whale of a game, because this is the best high school football game I've seen this year. Back and forth, lots of drama, lots of big plays, individual efforts. We've got it all, and it's 24-21 with 1:06 left right here from Science Hill.
These two rivals, the 97th meeting living up to the hype. Dobyns Bennett comes in off of 2 blowout losses. They fall behind early on a long touchdown pass that the Indians respond, and now we'll see if their defense can win them this game.
A.J. Stewart, as Casey said, for the first time, he's got to put it up, and they know he's got to put it up. He's going to throw long. That's Santiago out there, just off his fingertips. Same play they've run 2 or 3 times tonight, Casey.
Yeah, off his fingertips. Even if he would have caught that, though, he would have been out of bounds. Led that one a little too much. And now you notice that time, though, there was help from the safety as well, because Dobyns Bennett knows they have to throw the ball, so Stewart really couldn't throw it in the field or would have been intercepted.
57 seconds left, 2nd down and 10.
They don't need to go 40 yards here. I mean, they can get 10, 15 yards, get a first down, and move the clock that way. You don't have to get it all in one play.
Here we go. Stewart rolling right. Defense is waiting for him. He escapes him. He's on his feet. He'll have to run it, but he's run down from behind. Good tackle by the Indians.
Yeah, that was
number 20, it looks like. That's Philip Armitage.
That's be timeout. Science. He'll have to call a timeout there as Armitage come from the other side of the field.
Ran him down. What a play by Armitage.
Signature salads today. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's.
4 more, coach. Keep going further.
First victory, this would be the one to have, no doubt about it. I wish we wasn't 0-2 before we got it, though.
Let's talk about the process of just pounding the ball. I mean, the whole game, you guys never really went away from that.
Well, that's kind of our team identity. That's the way that I believe to play high school football. And we wanted to come out and establish the line of scrimmage, and our guys up front played good. And Ian did a heck of a job running the football.
How did it feel to get that Gatorade or water bath tonight?
It felt good. It's a little hot out here anyway, Casey. It felt good. It felt real good.
What does this say about your team? You mentioned 0-2 and 2 blowout losses. You're down in the fourth quarter. You come back and get a win on the road against your biggest rival.
It shows that our kids are tough. It shows that our kids fight and that they believe in everything that we've preached to them, that they've sunk it in and believed in it. It means everything.
Congratulations on your first win.
Thank you, Casey. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
Glad you guys won.
Thank you.
All right, we're here now on the field. Science Hill falls to Dobyns Bennett 24-21. Of course, we're going to give a fairway forward play of the game. That has to be Ian Hicks scoring the game-winning touchdown with just over a minute left for Dobyns Bennett. Hicks was everything tonight for DB. All 3 touchdowns, 2 rushing, 1 receiving. Ian Hicks gets our fairway forward play of the game on his final touchdown run for Dobyns Bennett, who gets their first win of the season, 24-21 over Science Hill. Both teams now 1-2 on the season for head coach Joey Christian. His first win comes in the biggest rival that Dobyns Bennett has, Science Hill. Indians get the win 24-21 over Science Hill.